little bit. So no singing, no train in the background,
We can only hope.
no like taking a shit in a bucket.
Hey, that's my second favorite activity.
So what we did is that what we're thinking is our character that is on the board will be one that you can change the shape, like this. What is it called? Change
States.
the state.
State.
Okay, and then on your board, you're gonna. There's one spot at the table where everybody's health is gonna show.
Oh, okay.
That way, we're not gonna have the bar constantly in our face on the table. We're just gonna have the character and the shape that we want it to show as
The shape?
the state.
State. Yeah.
So if you're in a combat scene, maybe you can switch it to your combat pose, because you have so many characters that you can choose from. If you're an elemental, you use your elemental character, and then you change the states. You know what I mean? Or whatever other type of shapes that you can change into. It's all in one, like, figurine on the table.
Well, what we want to do now is get everybody's hit points accurate on the hit point tokens over here, and then we can get rid of the health bar over the figurine and use the other figurines.
Well, maybe I don't want to. Maybe I want to be off.
It's gonna look cleaner.
Yeah, it's just kind of ugly on the stream.
Are you saying our board looks dirty?
We're just trying to improve the visuals a little bit.
And we're trying it too, It's like it's an experiment.
Okay.
We can
Where
change
is
it back
the
if it didn't work out.
figurine?
I don't like it.
Wait, what is our health thingy?
Right in front of the
Joe-
DM area.
Joe, you're gonna have to try it first.
You're
And then-
gonna have to try.
I don't like change.
That's okay. We'll go through the curve of change with you, Joe. We'll have our HR moment.
Where's Souls Mono? Wasn't he in this room right here?
Somewhere.
He just disappeared. Where'd he go?
Wait, why did I... Where the fuck is my character sheet?
Wait, where's
Oh, get on the table,
Oh, I
Joe.
had-
Oh, yeah, sorry, 1 second. I'm just finishing up some
Yeah, I'm
videos.
supposed to have 93 health. Why do I have 86?
Yeah, these need to be fixed. They're not updated.
Where are our health? What is our health again? Okay, it's all
Part of the
over
game
here.
screen.
I'm over where?
Right in front of the DM area, that's where all the hit points are.
Is that where we want to keep it?
You can put them wherever you want.
Like maybe we can change that, like in an open area that we can keep easy for everyone to see.
Yeah,
Because,
it's
like,
possible.
Right now, it's like hidden by the board.
Yeah, it's just because we have these background things here.
I know, but maybe put it like where Gramorn and Joe name tag is.
Now you can see it just fine.
Wow.
I mean,
don't think
how do
he's
we
taking
change
you
the
seriously.
Oh, here we go.
First, I'd just
I
like
think
to get
so.
everything accurate. What are you at?
I think Souls Model,
162.
like, put into a bag on accident or something. I don't see him around the board. I see the large one.
Are we gonna keep at our board like the plus health from Heroes Feast?
How do you add another bar?
I'm just asking, or else we have to update the health all the time at that where we have the little nipple thing.
Do you know how to save a camera's position? It's a control number.
Oh yeah. How do you save it though?
Control and a number, and then shift and a number will go to it.
Let's try that.
So that's what I've done. I press shift and I press
Okay.
1 and it goes to my dice roller. I press 2 and it goes to the combat. I press 3 and it goes to the hit points right here.
Okay.
That's pretty cool. How'd you figure that out?
It's just basic functionality in Tabletop Simulator. It's been a feature for
genius.
quite a while.
Fucking
Yeah,
genius.
I'm gonna save my table too.
Ninja.
Well, you're the best DM.
Did you put Soul into a bag or something? I don't see him on the board.
Where are you? That's a good question.
Isia is inside of the room. He's inside of the room with
Yeah, I'm over here with
Taurus.
You drop a platform
Me.
on my model and Swiss him into the table. Am I dead?
Yeah, like if you were in there, you're not there now.
Well, he's supposed to be in there though, because
Just let-
he teleported inside of that room, and then Taurus started hitting on the dude that was hiding in the corner.
On
Okay.
my screen, there's just a big fat
Well,
tile.
we were gonna start using this one anyway, so we'll just put this one in there.
Is there a tile like anywhere in this room right here for anyone? Just a big piece of wood.
Where was he? Was in the corner, I
Yeah.
think. I think that Soul was like.
That's the mini injector remover.
If I'm wrong, I think Saul was here, like in the corner.
Okay.
Damn it. Now you're gonna make me get on the table. So I can say where everybody was.
Wait a second. Yeah, he was.
I was. Now the real question is where were the hit points? I kept that in track on the model. I think it's on my character sheet. Though.
Did everyone already lose their temporary HP?
Mm-hmm.
I've lost mine, yes.
Okay.
I got hit pretty hard. Everybody got hit hard.
Basically, I'm just setting everyone's the resource bar to 20, and that's gonna be the FHP.
I was really okay. I see. Good idea.
Because we roll 2d10, so max
Yeah.
is 20.
And if there's another status, we can add another one too.
Yeah. I don't know if you get whatever you guys want to do with that.
Because there's
The
like
extra
what
bar.
is it, that potion of heroes or whatever? Ninja.
Heroism?
I don't know. There's a potion that gives you extra
That's
health.
just all.
Yeah, it's probably
That's
one
just
of
all
heroism.
HP, right?
Okay.
Alright, Ulrig's at 82 of 128.
We'll have to change the number manually.
Sure.
Is it possible to make the bar bigger, Ninja?
I tried. I couldn't do anything. This is like the best scale I could get it to.
For real?
For real.
Damn, like if you could double the size, it would be great.
I really wanted to. I know how you feel, but yeah, couldn't do it. It resizes itself, so if you try to scale it, it just
Oh.
goes back to the size no matter what.
That sucks.
Alright,
Right,
so
okay, go.
Will's not here. Let me take care of this for him. He's got 40 of 77.
What are you doing?
What?
Whoever still has temp HP.
What are you doing?
Add it.
I'm
So,
coming. Give me a second.
Alright, got Will. I just need to remove his
We're missing a ringside.
injection.
No, you're not.
Oh, you're there? Oh, you're in Discord. You're not on
Oh, you mean? Oh, I thought you meant something else.
Yeah, I couldn't see if you were here.
Oh, the fighter jet's back.
Taro,
Yeah.
try to mute when. If you don't mind. It makes like a big rattle.
Maybe we should set up like a push to talk. That'd probably be a good way to do it.
Yeah. Is there one on the
Whenever
phone?
I can't remember why I don't use it, but I feel like there was a specific reason.
Just because there's like a bunch of, I think maybe fan noise behind your mic
Yeah.
that we can hear.
Is there a train that goes by your place? Taro?
I think he's probably setting up his push to
There was
talk.
not.
Just don't forget to push the push to talk when you're talking. Otherwise, we won't hear you.
Your PC don't work anymore?
What are you talking about?
I thought you had a PC or a laptop.
I do.
Had we gotten to the end of the initiative order? Were we at Sia and then looping back to Caspar?
I can't remember. I think I left a little bit earlier than everyone else.
I don't remember. We didn't take a note. Probably, I guess.
All right. Nobody remembers, so that's what we're doing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so just to get back into the vibe, so everybody was traveling to the Halfling Kingdom in order to meet with Pakk the Thinkmaker in order to learn something about your master Korganard, who had disappeared mysteriously. You come to find that Pakk Thinkmaker has killed and eaten Korganard, your master. And this...
Excuse me,
this,
I don't...
this unfortunate circumstance is pretty grim, but here we are. And so now you're trying to get your revenge and defeat Pakk Thinkmaker.
When did the eating part happen?
I know. Didn't we see his corpse?
So
Yes.
the series of events, you saw a memory of Korganard in a poisoned and defeated state. He was laid out. He couldn't act or do anything.
Yep.
And then what happened after that is that Pakk ate him. And so previously in the combat, Pakk had taken out a bag and dumped the bag onto the ground and said, "This is what's left of Korganard," and it's just like a pile of his bones and maybe some like wings and just like the items that he had been wearing, just like the remains basically. So he just throws them on the ground like, "He's gone, you can't do anything about it." And he's like, "Stop fighting me, I'm too powerful, you must join with us," and all that other stuff he said.
We gotta get Korganard back from him.
We need some 10th level revival spell.
We would need a wish.
No, we don't. We need a 13th level resurrect. From a cleric who's level 13.
Next level.
Bring his body with us.
I don't know if a ninja's gonna allow that.
But he's got with us.
Okay, so technically time stop cannot be used continuously when you're making attacks. So what happened last week where Caspar died is still going to happen, but it's a little bit delayed. So he's still alive for 2 turns. And so during this turn, he's continuing his atrocity of just wiping out all of the halflings he can get his hands on while
way.
in beast form.
Is there a way to help him?
I don't think he needs help. He'll finish the job.
I don't have anything. I don't have anything to do.
Okay, so Pakk Thinkmaker is standing here in the room, and you guys have teleported into the room, and you just suddenly appeared, and then you walked around until you could find him. And at that point, Taurus is like, "Found you!" and here Pakk Thinkmaker is still invisible, technically. But Pakk says, "You should have joined me. I have to slay you in order to protect the mission for Pharisees." And so Pakk is going to unleash a magical attack.
At Joe, right?
Most likely, yeah. You're in the room too, though, so let's find out.
Oh yeah, you dimension doored in, huh?
Yep.
Okay,
And
so
I don't think I got my exact number of hit points.
Ninja, from my point where I'm at, okay, did I hear or do I know that Oren is where he's at?
Where is he?
He's just on the outside on the bridge, on the outside of that room.
Oh, there he is.
And I'm here on the same level.
Yeah, this is all one level here.
So am I aware that he's there?
Yeah. Aren't you in like a psychic connection where he keeps you in the
Yes.
loop about where he's at? Okay.
Yeah, I guess.
So we'll say you have some idea where he's at. I do want to retcon one thing. When I said that Pakk was on the 3rd floor, he's actually on the 1st floor.
Okay.
And when you
Okay,
come
so-
into the room, there's a pool of water in the corner.
Oh.
So I didn't describe that last time, but like, let's say we've got, I'll mark this in blue, we've got a pool of water that's in the corner of the room, like here. And it's a deep pool
Hmm.
that has some plumbing that goes somewhere.
It's a cool pool.
Oh, so we can enter from there then, instead of punching a wall.
You guys had no idea there was this access point, but now that you're in the room with your dark vision, you can see that there's plumbing, and it's a pretty big pool of water. It's a meditation pool. Maybe it even has like a koi pond thing where there's some fish swimming in it or something.
Out of curiosity, is this like a retcon in terms of like you changed the plot, or did you not understand the plot was saying this?
I misread it last time. I just said he was on the 3rd floor without reading ahead to where it says he's on the bottom floor.
In an airtight room where there's just no oxygen.
The-
Airman just came in.
The 1st floor and the 3rd floor are almost identical, except the bottom floor has access to the river. And you're supposed to be able to get in here via the river if you can't get in via some other method, like teleportation.
Okay. And where's the river?
It's the blue thing that runs down the middle of the corridor there.
Oh, I see. So here would be like the passage.
What I heard is
Yeah.
that Ninja needs to learn how to read.
Okay, okay.
Just needs to read ahead of time, that's all. Just read.
Okay, so Caspar is doing things. Pakk Thinkmaker announces that you must die, and then Pakk is going to cast a spell. I don't know if I can hit all of you in this, though. That's the question.
You can try.
Nah, probably just one of you. All right. Who wants to be low and who wants to be high?
Wait,
I'll try.
you're
to go.
asking me at oh.
I rolled the dice already. Take your
Oh,
pick.
you
you
low.
gotta get high.
Joe, you're
I'll be
low? No, you're low?
Doesn't matter.
Wait,
YOLO.
yeah, I'll be low. I'll be low. Yeah, low.
Agreed?
Agreed.
Okay.
Uh,
Suddenly a blast of ultra cold air hits Taurus full on in the face. Taurus, Cone of Cold, DC 21. I think it's a con save.
Okay.
You got this giant. You got this half giant.
Just a second. Where's my roll?
You were complaining they weren't targeting you last week, so Pakk is targeting you this time.
Let's roll D20.
Well, Joe's not on the table yet, so.
Okay, it does 8d8 cold damage in a 60-foot cone. It is
Hold
a
on.
con save.
Flash. Is it parentheses roll? I don't understand. Flash roll. Roll D20.
Exclamation point, roll.
Oh, +9. No, I don't got it. I ain't got it. I got a 5.
You rolling it in Discord?
Yeah.
You got a
I'm trying
5.
to lose the game.
Okay, that's cool.
That hurt.
It does 30 cold damage to you.
I want to resist. I'll use my endurance. Minus endurance.
Does that take off half?
20. 20.
20, that's pretty good. So you only take 10 cold damage. You're not on the table, so I'll mark it on your token.
Yeah. Load up all my shit.
Okay, you're at 152 out of 217. That stings a bit. Icicles come off every part of your body that can extend off in that direction. Suddenly, the temperature in the room is very, very low. You're now in a freezer. The water in the corner has frozen solid. All right, Chris, what are you going to do?
Okay, so I can see Taro here. I'm gonna move here at the doorway.
I tried to get into the tabletop, it didn't work.
Oh, no. Did you use the password?
No, you need to try again because you're
Yeah.
loading a lot.
Yeah, sometimes it
Sure.
fails the first time. If you just take a long time to load, it'll give you a timeout occasionally, but try again.
From this point of view, I can see these two, huh? So I'm gonna cast Bless on the three of us.
All right.
But before that, I need to, like, I kind of know mentally that Orin is there, but if he's stealth, I need to look for him, no? Or am I able to find him easily?
He lets you know where he is.
So I'm gonna do Bless for the three of us. And, what is he doing right now? Is he trying to get inside of the, like, is he looking for an entry point? Like, what is he looking for?
He's going to assist Morrigan getting through the wall here. So he's going to stab it with his daggers. Stab, stab.
Is there a way I can access, like, help him out?
He only did like 11 damage to it.
Oh yeah, I tell him. Okay, I tell him to move back about 20 feet. And that's going to be the end of my turn.
All right. Do you want to like ready an action or something?
Well, I'm going to be shooting a fireball to the wall.
Gotcha. Okay, so ring sight. What do you want to do? Dot dot dot. Can't hear you. Tara?
He's not in the voice chat anymore. Just drop.
I see. We'll skip him for now. So what Orin's gonna do is his attacks onto the wall, and then he'll run back here. So he dips behind the wall here, and he's just going to hang out like right about here. Pakk's halflings, they are passed out from the drugs, and Caspar is just at Mach 6 moving through the room, slashing them all with his diamond sword. It's pretty brutal. All the halflings are getting slaughtered, and they don't even realize what's happening.
A diamond sword?
Uh-huh.
Holy shit. That has to be rare.
Yeah.
Hey, Taro, you're back?
Yeah.
It's your move.
Okay,
What do you do?
It's your move now, and just to repeat, like, I did say, like, can you move out of the way? Because I'm gonna shoot a fireball.
I will move where he has to. I can't see right now.
So you asked Orin to move, and Orin did move. Ring sight's all the way over in the area by the water source in the middle of town.
But I don't want to hit his elemental.
Oh, but that's not his elemental. That's actually a long.
Okay.
That's actual morgue.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay, I see.
I'm using this air elemental, this one, for
Okay.
his, just to
Long's not
differentiate
on
them.
the
So
initiative, by
so we
the
can
way.
say that his elemental is over here hanging out with him.
Long's not on the initiative, by the way.
Oh, I'm not.
Oh, whoops! How'd
I
that
cast
happen?
Arcane Eye and Misty Step at the same time.
Okay, well that's not good.
I will roll a new one, I guess.
Yeah, roll it and I'll add you in here. Just let me know what your number is.
It is 20.
20, that's
What's
a good
happening?
initiative. I'm gonna say Caspar has a higher dex.
He probably does. Mine is only plus 1.
Okay.
I think does it even have a number on it? Oh, is it? Oh, it's flipped upside down. It's supposed to be 14. That was what it was before last week.
Yeah, we'll get it next time. Not a big deal.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do I know any animals that can burrow through stone at incredible speed?
So Long, do you wanna back up when Grimoire asks you to clear the way so we can blow it up?
Yes.
Okay. You actually should have gone already, so let's take your turn now.
Or you can do it as a next turn. Because technically I would have been playing after him.
Did I know the tunnel exists? Does Taurus and Soul convey that somehow?
Not,
Absolutely.
neither of them have had a moment to think about it yet.
I've told ringside anyone who was near me when I cast the thing and it went to the wall.
Would you have to do an investigation?
Ringsight's nowhere near you because he teleported you without following through.
With perception or investigation? Like, what do you guys think would be the?
You could
way
use
to
an
find it?
investigate if you want. If you're trying to figure out how to get into the building, an investigate's the way to go.
Okay.
Okay, I guess I'll.
So is it not my turn right now?
The initiative order got messed up because like Long got left out of the initiative somehow. So his initiative is 20. So he actually should have gone like several turns ago. So we're trying to catch up.
Does a 15 investigate help me get in the building?
You can see that there's flowing water, and buildings often need plumbing of some sort. So maybe there's an access point down there in the water.
Oh, and you can go through shit pretty easily in that shape, no?
He can.
Yeah. So I'll fly through the water. Does,
Alright.
Does flying work through water anyway similar as swimming?
Yeah, water can have air in it in the form of like bubbles. And since you're like air that can move around as a solid thing, you can
Just a bunch of bubbles.
become bubbles in the water and continue through.
Okay.
However,
so
you're going to
then
hit a wall if you get to the end of the tunnel because the cone of cold caused the room to become so cold that it froze over with like an inch of ice.
Okay. Then I will fly up and convey that to Grimoire that there's an ice tunnel blocking over here, and I need him
Ice
to
tunnel?
probably melt it to get inside. Yeah,
Alright,
it's
well-
leading towards the building.
We'll have to make some underwater pyrotechnics.
Is your fire strong enough to go underwater?
I don't know how that works.
It doesn't. Water usually
Okay.
blocks fire completely, like the wall of water spell does.
What about a wall of flame?
I think they'd negate.
Or an open gate to the world of fire.
Yeah, maybe that one. If you just hold it open and heat the water up.
I'm gonna. That's what I'll do. I'll just spawn it there,
All right.
so it builds a tunnel for us.
Okay. Okay, so Morg did the investigation, then you did the heating, and then it would be Ringside's turn.
Okay. So, I need to clarify something. What do I know about this current situation I'm in?
Okay, well, the gist of it is that you've been caught in a battle to the death with one of the most powerful psychics you've ever encountered. More powerful than your former master by a long shot. And he's very, very tricky. And he's been manipulating people's minds and teleporting around, and he's got strange abilities you've never even seen.
Wait, were you here the past 2 weeks?
Me?
I've been here. That's not what
Oh.
I meant. I meant, where is he right now?
He's in that room where everybody's trying to get at with all the...
You saw a shimmering lance go towards that room.
The first floor of that building.
Okay.
The meditation
Or I
cells
need
that have
to
no
go.
windows. Okay, I can just move your figurine in that direction
Is
if you'd
there
like. What do you move? Like 30 feet? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Hey,
I'm not-
well,
Hold on for frick.
Calm down, dude. Just calm down.
I have. He started moving me without me saying anything.
We thought that's what you're trying to do.
didn't you say you wanted to
That
go
is
over there?
Not what I'm trying to. I did not say that.
You have 6 seconds.
Give him a chance here to speak.
Arcane Eye, there, end of turn.
It didn't come through clearly. Like, what were you doing?
Arcane Eye.
Arcane Eye. You're
I
gonna put
just
the Arcane Eye
needed to
inside?
know
Okay.
inside of the area.
Okay, so you get a gist of the layout, so you can see inside the room there. So you can see that Taurus is exploring the room, and Soul is just standing in the corner looking very concerned. Taurus is completely covered in ice, and the wall behind him is completely covered in ice. Here, I'll even draw the ice lines that there's this ice all over the wall here where the cone of cold blasted him.
Is there a clear way into the room?
It's a solid wall.
There's no entrances, but there is a pool of water in the corner that you can see.
Okay.
Full of
How
ice.
far is the inside of the room from where I currently am?
Where's the measuring stick?
Right here. Now, to put you next to Soul is 45 feet.
Okay. I move closer to the room. End of turn. Well, I dash over to the room. Well, no, I can't dash. I guess it's supposed to just move.
Do you want to pass through the healing spirit while you do that?
How many charges were left on that?
I think just one.
Yeah, just one. I mean, no one else is really
No.
around it, so
You're only down 3 hit points, so it's a d6 of healing, and you're down 3 hit points. So that is the average.
He's not on the. Oh,
It
he is.
feels like a trap. I'm just gonna ignore that for now.
Trap. No, that's a spell that Caspar cast to heal everybody, and he said it. He said, "Hey, if you need healing, just step into this fairy here."
Yeah, it's like a bunch of d6 or something like that.
1d6.
Why would he do that though?
Because he's a good guy.
Because Caspar
He's
is
our
on your
ally.
side. He hates the
You just
halflings.
gave him a rare magic.
Oh,
Yes, it's a
okay,
ranger.
I passed through it. Never mind.
It's a ranger spell that Caspar casts, so it heals you for exactly what you needed. 3. You are fully healed.
Hey, look at that.
Yay.
All right.
He's not gonna die.
And the healing spirit disappears after healing for the 3rd time. Okay. So Will is going to throw a couple more daggers at the wall, and it's going to do some more damage. It does like 15 damage this time. That's pretty good. But that's a tough wall. Some splinters of rock fall away, but it doesn't really get deep into the thick wall of stone. He says, "I don't think this is going to do the trick. I see you're heating the water there. Do you think it's too hot to swim in?"
I don't know. But maybe they can protect us against fire. But I need to get closer.
All right, he'll ready an action just to follow you and stay close.
Okay.
Okay.
Because we're gonna have to go and swim in that, fire, pretty much.
Okay. Taurus, your move. What do you do?
Hey, I'm here. Okay. So obviously, I want to body check him now. Like, I'll just I'm going to move because I assume that he's probably trying to move and run away. Well, if he did move away, I'd take an opportunity attack. Correct? At disadvantage.
No, he's standing his ground. He blasted you with a huge spell for a bunch of damage.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I'll swing on him and try to crush his fucking head.
Disadvantage because he's invisible.
So I will recklessly swing to make it normal. And that's gonna be a. See some damage. Got 20 on the first roll. Let's get it.
Oh, crit.
Yeah.
Hold up. Got some beautiful beam
Wait.
footage to roll.
Wait,
booming
that was
him?
with disadvantage?
That was with
Oh, you're
disadvantage.
reckless check.
Yeah, reckless. So I get double damage
He's
dice,
invisible.
booming blade, my 1d6, and I got brutal critical, so I throw another d8 on it. I'm doing all this damage.
Did his invisibility turn off?
No, no, no.
No.
Taurus
Yeah,
swung
great.
blind because he had some idea that he was there from bumping into him by walking around
he
the room.
He put a cone of cold on me.
And he just cast a cone of cold, and so he's just swinging his hammer in the air as hard as he can, and it hit. It connected hard.
53 damage.
53 damage. Bam.
53 damage to his face, and since it was a critical with my hammer, Well, he's boomed, so if he moves, he takes 2d8. Once per turn, once you
Is
hit
that
a
a
creature with
reckless
its...
It was.
Yeah, it was a reckless. When you hit a creature with an attack that deals bludgeoning damage, you can move it 5 feet to an unoccupied. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to move him. I want, but I do want the Crusher critical. When you score a critical hit that deals bludgeoning damage to a creature, attack rolls against that creature are made with advantage until the start of my next turn.
Uh-huh.
So I'm already attacking recklessly. I'm going to hit my second attack with advantage.
Yeah. Pirate.
Boom. And everybody has advantage on him until my next turn.
We can even get in here.
24 to hit.
24 would hit, but he cast shield.
Oh. Damn.
Are there any
Oh,
more of
when
those?
you hit one attack roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I hit him hard. Yeah.
Oh.
Pack
Hey,
goes to
I
one
have an
knee,
idea.
squirting
Sorry to
blood.
interrupt. You
What's
can
up?
Cast,
Say
you
again?
can cast counterspell whenever, right?
Yeah, I've already passed
You can
mine,
cast counterspell whenever, right?
As long as you can see the
I have
person
one.
casting the spell, yes.
though. Yeah, he's behind a... Oh, you have Arcane Eye, though. Is that-
Arcane Eyeball.
You can use your reaction to
I
cast it.
counterspell the spell.
You can't.
Does the eyeball still
Yes.
stay up?
I mean, it's too late. That already happened.
I can't.
So the way a reaction works
It's
is
a reaction.
during the turn when it's happening, like, we're way past that turn, dude.
The shield?
Oh, you're trying to counter shield. I
not
thought you
fun.
were saying, like, cone of cold. Okay, you're trying to counter shield.
No.
Yeah, you might be able to do that. You can see the target. You can't see him because he's invisible, though.
Yeah, I can.
You can see invisible?
Arcane Eye.
Oh.
Arcane I can see it.
Does that spell work that way?
I don't think it can.
I think you just see in the room, right?
I thought it just let him see in the room, like a normal
thing
eyeball.
is invisible.
Yeah, the eye itself
The
is
eye is-
invisible, but it doesn't see invisible as far as I know. So I think if you can't see him casting the spell, you're not able to counter it. Close
Alright,
though.
never mind.
You almost had it. That was a good idea. Like if you could see him, that probably would have worked.
It just has a somatic. It's range 60. It's a reaction. Which you take when you see... Which you take when you see a creature within 60 feet of you casting a spell. So, I mean, I guess he doesn't see him casting the spell.
Yeah, that's the way I'm ruling it. If you
Yeah,
can't see it, you
you're
can't
right.
counter it.
Yep.
Oh,
That was good, though. Thanks.
rats. So close.
I usually assume it's like wizards casting fireball and they have to pull out the material component and do the gesture and say the words, and while they're doing that, the other wizard's like, I recognize that counterspell.
Yeah, and that's,
Water on your fire. Oh, fizzle.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay, so you made your 2 attacks. See ya. What do you do?
Okay.
No, and I'm sorry.
You just saw a bunch of halfling blood spray, and you heard an impact after Taurus swung his weapon.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I fucked up. I forgot. I ate the lemon of fire breathing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna attempt to breathe fire at him now.
Ah.
Forgot what that was. 3d6, I think.
Finally, somebody cast a spell. I can do this. Okay, so I'm going to use a reaction. Pakk is going to cast a 10th level reverse spell. A reverse spell is a combination of counter spell and wish. It counters your spell, but it also inverts it to where he's casting it as a 9th level spell. So he just breathed fire on you.
Well, I make a drinker makes. I'm just blowing liquid on him. It's not a spell.
It's a magical fruit of fire
It's a
breath.
spell effect.
Yeah, fire effect is a spell.
A potion of fire
It's
breath?
it's a yeah. It's
After
a spell
drinking the
and
potion,
as a
you use a
potion.
bonus action to exhale fire at a target within 30 feet.
Forcing a saving throw?
I guess he can't really upcast it, but the saving throw would be at his level, DC 21. 21 dex, or you take 4d6 fire damage. It's like the crappiest spell to do this on. I was hoping to really do this with a gigantic spell, but he's about to die anyway. So
I'm so glad you did
I
this.
keep-
It's about to be my
Well,
turn.
too bad for him. I kept.
he
Wait,
reverses
no,
your
too
spell and
bad for
does
him.
11 fire
I kept trying to
damage.
cast giant spells. I kept trying to do the giant spell against him, and he kept freaking avoiding me. So this is his own fault.
Yeah, sure. Fair point.
Oh, I can save that one.
Okay.
Nope. I'll take it.
He does 11 fire damage with your own spell. Haha.
That motherfucker.
What a waste of a 10th level spell, huh? That's unfortunate. That should have been like a giant fireball from Grimoire, but it wasn't. I was really hoping to nuke your whole party with a 10th level fireball. Or 9th level fireball, I should say.
I can reverse that.
Yeah, it would have been a funny reverse.
Yeah, yeah. I would have shielded us against that, and it would have healed me.
Oh, that would have been interesting.
Oh, heal,
Oh, wow.
heal in fire now? Do you
Alright,
always have that?
I've
Yeah,
had that
I'm
since
sorry, I've
level.
had that.
I haven't had that since like.
And I was gonna say, Ulrich is gonna do what she was doing before. She's gonna be fighting these guys, and she's gonna like get covered in blood as Kaspar's running up in here. And she's just like, "What the?"
Yep, he's a blur. She can barely see him.
Yep.
He appears momentarily, flips an hourglass, and then blinks out of existence again each turn. Basically,
When he
instead of
plays-
having like multiple turns of it, he basically uses it 3 or 4 times in a row to get the same effect. Not knowing that it has a downside. Okay, so, see ya.
All right. I am going to. So he managed to do the like 9th level fire breathing on Taurus, or did that get countered?
Yeah, you can sort of see fire coming out of nothing. The invisible opponent breathing fire back at Taurus.
Okay.
I assume that it just like my fireball went towards him and then just went and came back at me like a reflect.
It's like a portal from the Portal game where he just like opened one and it came out in your face.
I don't know why. I imagine he ate it and just spit it back out.
You shoot it at him and it comes right back at you, powered up.
I'm a fire and my laser, but I'm going to. I don't think there's anything. Might as well just get defense up. I'm going to cast mirror image. Wait, no. He's still invisible, right?
Yeah.
Dispel magic.
Okay.
My last 3rd level spell slot. So he's no longer invisible?
It's 4th level, I think. So don't you have to make like a DC 14 check? Not that hard. Probably gonna lose his invisibility.
I am very unlucky. You'd be surprised.
Greater invisibility.
Get in bed. Get in your bed. Come on. Get in your bed.
Oh, 27.
27.
You're no longer invisible. I can't say that word on Twitch.
I love it. Lay down. Put it down.
Yep,
And
4th
then
level.
I think,
Put it down.
do you still have your bardic inspiration? I still have one more to this.
I think so. Maybe I
If
probably
you
should have
haven't
used it.
If you haven't used it, I'll just hold this bonus action.
Yeah, I don't think I've used it. I don't know.
I like how last session's just a blur for everyone. It's like, did we do it? What was there? What happened? But I think that's my turn for now. I don't really have anything else. Wait, no. Movement. If he's right here, and I can confirm that now, I want to move. There's not really many places. I just want to get as much distance as possible. So, 5, 10, 15. I already moved this one. 20. Right at the end of this room right here.
I
That's
didn't
my
write
turn.
it down. I didn't write it down to you, so I don't know if I have it or not. So I assume I did. I don't have one anymore.
Okay. Alright, now that's my turn.
Oh, got learn
Move it one.
conversion?
Wait, what'd you say?
Can you give it back to me?
Wait, didn't you say you didn't use it?
No, I said I didn't write it down. I didn't write down that I have it still. Well, I'm assuming I've used it already. So
Okay, then take this other one. Huzzah! Adventure time. Come on, just in the corner.
I love it.
Oh, what's here though? But yes, that's my turn.
He's coming and going. His technology is a
Back
little
to the-
wonky. Back to the top.
Back
So Caspar completes his massacre and then has a heart attack and dies of old age. Mork, what do you do?
I will fly through I'll go in the water and see if the ice blockage is clear.
Yeah, after a few seconds of the heat of the plane of fire, it does boil the water enough to melt the ice.
Fly through very quickly, trying to avoid heat. And I'll pop up on the other side.
All right.
Yep.
A tremendous
I see
blast of bubbles erupts out of the corner of the room.
He comes out of like full steam.
Yep.
demon bubbles. And if I see Pakk, I will go and rush and punch him. Multi-attack.
nothing.
Wow.
Okay.
He's invisible.
No longer invisible.
He is invisible.
Didn't the dispel magic work though?
Oh, I did?
He rolled like a 26.
Oh. I'm
27.
sorry. I pulled Tara.
Oh, he saved?
Oh,
no.
nat 20.
If he rolls high enough, he beats the spell. The spell was
Oh.
like a DC 14 because it was 4th level.
Damn.
If it's 3rd level or lower, it just beats it automatically. But he has to roll for a 4th level
Oh.
spell.
27.
Yeah, he got a good roll.
Holy. Nice work.
I actually moved closer and get flanking with Taurus. And 22. Does 22 hit him?
Nope. He's got a shield up,
Okay.
so that's going to miss. Armor class
Okay, so
26 right now.
You got advantage. You got advantage. You got advantage.
Huh?
You have
I have
advantage.
double advantage? Then it's 23 then. 23 is not high enough. Okay,
know
so the
this.
crit, what is the crit roll for bludgeoning damage?
Oh yeah. What was my crit roll?
Two.
Good
I roll.
question.
Two.
Disarm, but he doesn't have a staff.
Okay.
Oh, he had his needle. I guess you can disarm his needle.
Okay, I do that.
Oh, you got a crit action too?
Yeah, I did.
Here, I'll
Yeah,
roll
crit
one
roll.
for you also, Taurus. You strike with extreme force, roll an additional set of damage dice above and beyond your normal critical roll.
Another set?
And the target suffers exhaustion.
Wait. Do I get to roll more d8s?
Another
Ooh.
set, so that's like whatever your weapon damage
2d8.
dice are, that's what you'd roll.
Okay. So I'll roll 2 more 2d8.
So I did 23 bludgeoning damage.
Ooh, that's good.
9 more damage. That was a 62 crit.
Okay, so you gang up on Pakk and just start smacking him around, and you disable his invisibility, and you beat him to the ground. And Pakk is using shield, and all of his psychic power is being used to ward off your blows, but you're hammering him down and down. And the little halfling is like, "You may defeat me here, but you cannot really truly kill me. I will seek out Basha, and I will get you." And with that, he is defeated.
Oh, it's Basha.
So can
We
we
got him.
can we enter the
We got
room?
him,
now?
Lord. If we're out of combat.
You are out of combat.
Here, I brought
So it's his
everybody
body
in.
there now? Or did he disappear?
So, sort of like when Obi-Wan Kenobi dies, Pakk is just simply going to evaporate and not exist.
Damn it.
You motherfucker.
We can't conserve the body now. What about his items? Did they stay behind or?
Uh,
I mean,
Like the
Staff
robe, is it still
somewhere
there?
over
You
in
know,
the bush.
He was
costume?
he was a figment.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, the clothes were still there.
He was a figment, so he ceased to exist. He was basically split off as an illusion and then given consciousness.
So the needle I disarmed that's not on his person anymore, is that gone?
Yeah, it ceases to exist. The illusion just goes away.
I wonder if the mind of the two are the same.
It creates an exact duplicate of him. Like he is,
Are they connected
he is
somehow?
he is
Exhausted.
cloned. It drastically reduces his power. Like he has to give up a ton of his sorcery points to the copy.
Does he realize that he is a copy is dead?
Yeah, he would realize immediately that his copy is dead. They were sort of sharing a mind.
We must find the
It's
source.
called split personality, and it allows him to act as two independent beings for a while and then reincorporate himself.
I will cast detect magic in the room.
All right, you cast detect magic around the room. You're going to find that there are stones hidden throughout the room. At certain points in the floor where the design of the floor kind of leads to a particular little gemstone.
Okay. I take
Think
a
you
look
guys
at the
should,
gemstone. Can we move the gemstone, or?
If you try to interact with the gemstone, you are teleported up one floor.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I'm at the
Elevated.
floor above.
Yeah, you're on the floor that has entrances on either side now.
Do I see another stone in this room?
You look around. The room does have a matching stone. Yes.
Is there other magical items on that storm?
It's part of the room. It's not a magical item.
Okay, no, but there's nothing else in that room that glows?
Nah, it's been enchanted with a Misty Step, so if you activate it, it'll transport you between the levels.
I'll click on it again and come back into the room.
It was covered with a illusion, so you couldn't see it until after Pakk was dead and gone.
So you guys in the room here, you see me disappear, and then you see me reappear.
Oh. When did you learn that magic?
There's a stone here that you can interact with, and it teleports you into another floor.
I'm
Yeah,
claustrophobic.
okay,
I
I've
go
gotta get
over and
around.
touch it, and I'm on the second floor now.
After a little
I'm gonna
while,
go find
Skywill
Corgadon.
is going to tell you, I was charmed. I had the staff. I had stolen his staff, but then I heard a voice, and I could have sworn it was my father asking me to return the staff to him. I gave it to the bastard, and he got away.
Oh, the stuff is gone too?
Yes.
We punched him. It's okay. He's dead now. We punched him out of existence.
Now, Orin's going to say, no, this happened when I was all the way over here. The staff
Oh.
was lost right here. And this pack that was in this corner took the staff and teleported away.
I tell the rest of the group when that was around the time when he tried to dominate my mind. I'm too strong for that. Corgadon made me super strong in my brain.
I was in the dark for some time.
So that other Corganart, or not other Corganart, the other pack is gone now? We
The
can't
other
find him?
pack has escaped and is going to find Basha in order to get his revenge against you.
And who is Basha?
You don't know Basha. It's a name you haven't encountered.
We've just made ourselves a mortal enemy here that is very powerful.
You fucked them up too.
Yes.
He
but
disappeared.
When we see him again, he might be stronger.
He's gonna bring reinforcements this time.
He's gonna have a little bit more of an advantage on us, maybe, if we're not careful.
You guys are gonna like this. Maybe.
Ah. Corganart body parts.
You recover Corganard's body.
Nice.
His,
I thought it was consumed.
his few natural remains, a couple of bones. The main thing is that Basha had a shin bone that Basha had carved into a knife.
Corganard's shin bone is now a knife.
I wonder if one day I might be able to bring him back to life.
He will. That's for sure.
I'm confused.
You get
Can I
true
clarify
resurrection at
something?
13.
Maybe I will have to ask my God in some prayers to see if there's a way to bring him back. He can teach me.
Corganard bracers of defense plus 2 AC with no armor or shield.
I have breach defense.
Um,
Damn it.
Can I try to roll a divination, divine intervention?
Those bracers of defense, you probably want to wear those.
Divine intervention. Yeah, I guess so. You have to roll
but
like
I already
a
have my
13 or less on a percentile dice.
It'll be 12.
12 or less, yeah.
And my druid shield.
Ah man, I'm 35. Well, you know, when you hit level 20, you get it automatic though.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's powerful.
Yeah, once a week or once a day and something crazy like
So
that.
did he like teleport away, or is he dead? Like dust.
Both. So Pakk used a power called Split Personality, divided himself into 2 lesser copies of himself. One copy was defeated in battle. He fought to the death. But as he died, he swore revenge, saying that he would get Basha to help him. And then simultaneously, Orin let the party know, wait a minute, I was charmed and I gave the staff to a mysterious voice behind me that sounded like my father. So now you know there was another Pakk that had like mind controlled Orin for a moment and has gotten away with the staff.
And he tried to dominate Monster Me as well.
Yes.
And I let you guys
No
know that.
pride, with no power.
Whoa, man, these boots are insane.
Oh, we got his stuff.
Aced for 10 rounds.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna.
Ninja.
What's
I
up?
want to make it to Korganar's body and go
A
and go
haste
more
does
over
not
our
have
friend.
to be consecutive rounds. Wow.
Now we gotta figure out about the fate of Caspar, because he's none of us know he's fucking dead. Just sitting
Uh,
there.
That means you have to click your shield
Ulrich
every
does.
single turn.
Yep.
Ulrich knows.
No, it's probably turn on, turn off, so you click it once and it's good.
Oh, okay.
Ninja. Ulrich is gonna loot,
Ninja?
gonna start looting bodies over here. And I want to make it to Korganard and
Okay.
grab his remains and try to like mourn over my friend.
I already went to do that.
Can you explain that earring, Ninja?
The earring, Korganard's earring. It counts as a ring. This set of earrings are small and made of gold. While the user has them, they are able to cast any spell of healing that they already have as if it had a die of 1 size larger. The user can use as part of a healing spell the earring and cast it with 2 die sizes larger and lose its normal capabilities until finishing a long rest. As well as the possibility of using this special feature, the die sizes are... Yeah, it's like weird wording. It was
Can I-
generated by AI.
Yeah, can I get that?
Yeah, you can get that.
No, I'm asking the group.
Unless people are against that.
I'm just taking the belt pouch. That's it.
What if my healing
pretty
has
sure it
no
basically
dice?
It's basically just to increase the dice of whatever your healing is. If your healing
Yeah.
doesn't have dice, it wouldn't work.
No, but if it's a D8, it's a D10 instead.
Right. But it would still use like the same number of dice.
D4 instead of a 1.
Yeah, but it's still a nice bonus.
It is.
Guys,
Yes.
A robe of
do
Archmage.
we know who Bosch is?
Nobody knows who Basha is. You never heard that name before.
This wizard
Okay,
robe
that's
is
why I was
really
asking
strong.
Legend lore.
You want a legend lore about Basha? Okay.
Yes.
Is there a roll involved in that? Or do you just get
Knowledge
it?
Roll.
No, it just tells me a thing. It's like name a person, significant lore about the thing, secret lore, forgotten tales, current stories. If it's important, then I get to know about it, and you decide if it's of legendary importance, important enough that it works.
Okay. The brief summary of Basha. I'll give it to you. Okay. Basha is a tribal chief of the 9 clans, whose territories abut his crawl. I don't know what that means. There are about 200 halflings in his domain. He has a wife from each clan and provides them with stone huts. He and his wives are provided for by the tribes. He is a just ruler, but a halfling's sense of justice is often at odds with that of other races. So basically, he
Okay,
is the tribal chief of the group of halflings that you passed on the way to get here.
He's
Oh, is
he's
that-
calling the Halfling King.
Yes.
Is that the one that
Oh.
was already chasing us and
Yes.
using?
So,
Factory.
do they have another village somewhere?
You guys passed it. You were headed here, and there were a lot of halflings attacking, and I said there's a halfling village nearby, and you were like, we have places to go, let's ignore it.
So, could it be where Basha is?
Yes.
We should probably go there.
Aren't we trying to go somewhere to get rid of the whole Cyanatrix thing?
Yeah,
though?
but we don't have any other clues.
You don't need clues, you know where to
it's
go.
in-
Oh, do
Yeah,
we?
we know it's in the mountain thingy, the mountain
Oh, yeah?
board. Where's that?
Oh, yeah.
On the-
Oh, yeah, you explained that.
You only came here to find Korganard, and now you found what's left of him.
And now we have the tool to stop the psionic issues.
Yes.
So if we go over there, we can fix the world.
And also, you're a little more aware of who you're up against. The Order of Psionics, a neutral order of world-dominating mind controllers. You know, they're led by a man named
So-
Pharisees.
How much is left of Korganard?
Not much.
Body parts. Body parts.
bones.
Is this something I could use to bring him back to existence?
Well, if you have the remains, it's enough to bring them back, but with only with a resurrection spell, which is pretty high level.
No,
Yes.
he needs true resurrection, which is level 13 cleric. And he's a level 12 cleric.
Yep. So if you keep the remains until the end of the adventure, maybe during the downtime, you could bring Korganard back with that.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe it's like through prayers with my god, he teaches me that, and that's what makes me turn level 13.
That's a cool little storyline to happen during the downtime, bringing
Yeah.
Korganard back to life, back in tier.
Yeah, like gather the mats and all that stuff, create the ceremony, and then
It could be a big deal for your church too.
yeah, bring back Korganard to life
Oh,
in the
man.
Temple of Flame.
True.
The Lord of Fire,
Yeah.
resurrected
Oh,
angel.
He's
the
gonna have to
Evangeon. Damn.
he's gonna step out of the eternal flame, back to life.
The Evangeon of Flame. Hey, what does Ulrich find on all these halflings over here? She starts looting their bodies.
She loots their bodies, and they don't have much of value.
Not even the rogue? The rogue didn't have shit?
Nah.
The high level rogue who fucking has a D12?
The things that the halflings value are pretty different from what you value back in regular society. It's mostly like totems and trophies of things that they've defeated in battle. So it's like bones and stuff. You don't care about that. Things made out of wood you don't care about. Nothing of value. You don't find gold. You don't find silver.
Hey,
What, what about on Caspar? Because Caspar is dead in front of her.
Oh, okay. Is she just gonna callously loot his body and take his stuff?
Well, I mean, yeah, she's kind of heartless sometimes.
Yeah, all right.
She wants his bow. I'm not gonna lie, she wants his bow because it's a hard-hitting bow, and she's a fighter,
True.
a half orc, a half giant fighter. She kind of wants to have his bow. But if he has other valuables, like,
is she
might give
gonna
him
be
some
our?
party.
Is she gonna be our artillery?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who-
She
who
finds
is the
10 gold
order?
pieces in his coin purse.
Hey, I got a question for everyone.
Yeah.
In the loot here. Oh yeah, there is the robe of Archmagi, and that is actually pretty strong.
I'd say give it to
Oh,
Taro.
art magic?
Yes,
Oh,
that would be probably good for Taro.
What does the robe do?
Did you get that, Joe?
I didn't hear what you said.
No,
What's
I
the
didn't
robe
say
do?
it. I sent it in a DM.
Oh, okay. I got it.
If you aren't wearing armor, your base armor class is 15 plus your dex modifier. You have advantage on saving throws against spells or other magical effects. Your spell save DCs and spell attacks bonuses each increase by 2.
And is it a wizard? What kind of class is it for?
Sorcerer, warlock,
Oh,
or wizard buff.
So, Taro can use that, and then Sia could use that as well. But if he's like using medium armor, it doesn't work.
I'm back. What's going on?
You're wearing medium armor, huh?
The shadow armor I have, I think. No, it's light. It's light.
Well, there's a robe here, but it would be good for Taro.
A robe? What does it do?
If you're not wearing any armor, your armor class becomes 15 plus your dex modifier. Your advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. And your spell save DCs and spell attack
Wait a
bonuses
second.
each increase by 2.
It equals what?
The robe's color
It
corresponds
gets
to
increased
the
by
alignment
plus
for
2.
which the item was created. A white robe was made for good, etc., etc.
That one would be good because it's for Korganard.
Would it? Wait, who?
His alignment. What was
Korganard?
what was the
It's-
alignment of Korganard?
Avengions are lawful good.
So it was a lawful good robe.
They are the epitome of good.
Okay, all right. I got the
So
name
it-
mixed up.
That's pretty good.
but it is Korganard, so at some point you might have to give it back.
Maybe not. The
If-
bracers.
Oh, that reminds me.
The
I want
brace.
to try something.
Give me a second, Taro. The bracers.
Okay.
There's the bracer of defense too. It's like a +2 AC. That'd be good for Orin. That'd be good for Sia. That'd be good for maybe Taro. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure Orin wears armor, so he can't wear it.
No.
Nope.
Wait, where do you see
Yeah,
The
No,
magic
no,
doesn't
no,
work if
that's
you have
probably
armor on
really
at all.
Oh.
So
Is
it
it
has to be
armor
like
or
a
a
tarot.
shield. Taro.
It would be like a tarot thing. Because tarot's
No,
not
don't
wearing
change
armor.
that.
but if he's wearing the robe already,
It's not
wait, does
armor.
the robe count as armor?
It's clothing, not armor.
Yeah.
Oh, so he can get plus
Can
15.
I wear the traveler's
AC
clothes
plus his
while
dex
also
and-
wearing the robe?
Yes, you can wear clothes underneath the clothes.
Yeah, robes go over clothing. You can wear both.
Okay, so you get the you get the bracer of
Alright, shall
defense.
equip this item.
We have a valuable armband that
figure
could
out what I-
maybe be enchanted or could be sold.
Wait, are those boots of speed?
Pretty
Yes,
much.
they are.
So that would be good for Orin. That would be good for any melee, I think.
Oh yeah, for melee those are insane, but they're
Because
medium
the-
size, not
But
large.
this is giving you okay, medium, so smaller. But this gives you the chance to move across the map super fast.
And hit.
What's going to do is it's going to give you the defensive capabilities that you don't have right now.
Yeah. So
All this stuff is just going to make you actually defensive until you get some levels.
who can like benefit really well from this because these are really good.
It's really going to need to be Ringsight. Ringsight needs this stuff. Needs a lot of this stuff. He has nothing but utility and damage.
I have a
He doesn't-
question.
He doesn't have anything defensive.
What's the question?
That is true.
He got hit by like
Um,
one spell and lost
How
half his
does
health.
the... I haven't... Hey, Ninja.
Well, yeah, but now what is your AC if
Yeah.
you have the bracers and the robe ring sight? Can you tell us?
Well, I'm looking. What do the bracers do?
Plus 2 AC,
And then the robe gives you 15 plus your
plus
dex.
your dex mod.
Yeah.
What's your dex mod?
Nothing.
Okay, so your AC would be 17 if you wear both the
My
ropes
beer.
and the bracers.
And then
Yeah,
seven.
remember.
Do you have any other items
I
that
do.
gives you AC like a ring or anything else?
Belt of protection plus 2 AC until I'm hit with something. The necklace of protection gives me. I can trade 2 HP for an AC point, I think. How that works.
Okay.
In the does the
So-
belt of protection just stack with the bracers of defense?
The belt.
I have no idea.
Clothing,
There's-
not armor.
I have too
Correct.
many items.
Yeah, belt would work with it.
Okay.
All
that's
right.
kinda neat.
Wait,
Clean
the
up your
question.
items.
That was
How are you carrying all this stuff?
Nice body.
Because one, I'm a hoarder, and B, I might need it for later.
They could also be in
No,
saddlebags
I meant
on his
like-
Terran. Or his
Oh,
Terrax,
yeah,
I mean.
True.
Yeah.
I'm
Omen.
ashamed if something happened to him.
And he has that small baby dragon, no?
He's got a pack mule. That's what everybody with low strength has to do in D&D, is have an animal follow him and carry all their shit.
Yeah, shame if something happened to her.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? Like if it got
Like,
eaten by a
that sounded
drakeling.
It'd be insane if something
Like-
happened to you.
Joe, like if you did that, okay, you hand that, you would be the one who ended up having to carry everything on your back.
I carry his stuff.
Yeah, you're the
Well,
you're
If
the
I have to
second,
carry it, it's my stuff now.
you're the other mule.
If I have to carry it, it's mine. If you haven't
Oh, yeah.
noticed, my character literally just takes stuff that he has to carry and like gets rid of it as soon as he can. He doesn't carry anything.
Don't expect.
I can carry 600 pounds
Don't
and I'm
expect-
usually empty. Like my character doesn't like carrying shit.
I will ask you something though. I will ask you for a favor, Taurus.
What's up?
I wrapped the body of Korganard and I tied it up with rope, and I need you to carry him back. You're gonna have to protect his body.
Before you do that, I was doing a thing. That was why I was asking my question.
Okay.
Ninja.
Go ahead.
I took the hermit background, and as a result, he gave me the Empower Psionic Suits, which lets me psionically item craft. I would like to craft. I don't know how this works, but I'd like to kind of make a reliquary type thing with what's left of Korganard.
Okay. Yeah, that would probably just be like a regular crafting kind of thing. Do you have any tools for crafting?
Looking. There's a healer's kit.
Mhm.
But I don't think that's gonna help.
Not gonna cut it. You'd probably
Well,
want
it's a
to
herbalism.
go to like a blacksmith tools kit for a metal reliquary, or you could maybe make one out of wood by carving it with knives or something.
Yeah, like that. Like I don't know how to describe what I'm.
with resurrecting him.
Yeah, well, I kind of get that you want to make like an item of holy significance out of his remains. That makes sense. That's something that happened in the real world. Then put like a finger bone of a saint in a reliquary.
Well, or
Yeah,
his remains.
I
in a
want to make
box.
one of those until we can bring him back proper. I wanted to make one of those.
To make him look more significant than just a pile of remains. I get it. It's a good call.
Okay.
All right. You don't have the
Then,
tools for it right here, though.
But
Make
for
him
the
into
time
an
being, can
anything
Taro
else?
carry the body?
Right.
Taurus, sorry, not Taro.
Taurus, yeah. I'll do it for my friend Korgar.
And maybe we'll be able to bring him back when we're back to tier.
You really think so?
Well, the Lord of the Flames brought back your wife to life.
I feel another wish coming on.
Oh man!
We'll
I'll
have to
get
make
excited. I'll get excited, and I'll be like, I can't wait.
we'll have to make a very large ceremony because bringing back Korganar to life is not an easy task.
Hold on. When
I'm
you
sure.
say very large ceremony, you mean big bonfire like last time?
Yes, and we might have
Ooh.
a good
What are you doing here
sacrifice.
with all the
Like-
halflings?
Like how
Yeah.
big?
How big? I would say as big as
A lot that
a
happens here.
as big as a Drakelin.
Ooh, that's big.
Yeah, and we have one that is following our group now, so maybe when we're back to town, we can give it to the Lord of Flames.
What about
Wait.
all the halfling corpses? Can we burn them?
Are you planning to make a big sacrifice out of the corpses?
No, maybe the baby Drake.
And Does it have
What
to
he's
be
saying right
living?
now. Wog's asking right now, do you want to sacrifice all these bodies, or what are we going to do with them?
In this city,
I mean,
Yeah, the
I
ones that
mean,
just got killed.
even if it's not a ritual to sacrifice, or not sacrifice, to bring back Korganard, maybe it could be for something else. I don't know.
they'll have to be done in town.
This isn't town.
They're defiling their city by sacrificing the people in their own city.
This was a massacre.
Hey, I have
Are
a-
we
I
the
have a
bad
request.
guys?
I don't think so. Like he was trying to kill us. He gave us an option, but it's not really a good option.
Also, he was trying to like destroy the world. I feel like it's easy to forget that because of. The
I'm not
corpses.
sure that his plan didn't have some
It was to
advantage,
destroy.
but it
You
would have
will
all
live, but
it
you
would
will
have
destroy the world.
it would have given us a better chance to kill some of the sorcerer kings.
So in the guide here, it says there's a paragraph I'm supposed to read here. It says the sky has been overcast today. The sun never appeared to burn. The morning mist from the rifts and the channels of the valley. An unusual stillness settles like a fog on the valley, and you realize that you have become so accustomed to the constant ticking and hum of the forest that you only notice it now that it's gone. The wind picks up, and the conifers pitch lazily. The sky darkens almost imperceptibly. And then, like grain spilling from a merchant's broken crate, the sky opens and water falls. You've never seen anything quite like this. A shower of rain cascades from the diffuse grayness above and spatters all around. As the rain soaks the ground, it saturates the colors of the valley and makes them vibrant. The water washes sweat from your forehead and stings your eyes. It is as if the whole forest is stricken with grief and sheds tears at Korganard's passing. There's something purifying about the water as you watch tiny streams course through the lines etched in your weary hands, and that's all.
Oh, never seen water fall from the sky so
Okay,
much.
that makes me doubly want to do my thing. Actually, can it be a sacrifice to the
Yeah.
winged elephant instead?
With fire?
Yep, all you have to do is gather them up, which takes time, and make the religion roll.
What are you
How
gonna
do you-
burn them down?
How do you sacrifice in the winged elephant religion? Do you send them on a hot air balloon up into the sky?
I do not know how it works.
Because you're not a cleric.
Yeah, all right, smarty pants. That might be true. That might be the case. However, I also have the power anyway, so shush.
You need divine powers to be able to make that connection.
I can still try. Dang it. Do I just make the roll now, or?
Well, okay, so this comes from 3rd edition. There's actually a checklist. There's a variety of things that you can do to make a sacrifice better. So, conducted in a ceremony lasting at least an hour. Obviously, you'll give it time, right? +1. Conducted on an altar. Hey, you're in a temple to the moon. I'm sure you can find an altar somewhere. That gives you an additional +2, so you're up to 3 now. Conducted in a desecrated area or conducted in an unhallowed area. So that's if you're doing an evil ritual, but if you're doing a good ritual, you'd want it to be the opposite. You'd want it to be consecrated and hallowed. This temple is in ruins. It's no longer consecrated or hallowed. But anybody who could consecrate or hallow ground might want to cast that spell to benefit the ritual.
Well, I can't. Because it's not fire related.
Yeah, alright. So he's saying if you burn the corpses, he'll help.
I can't go against the will of my god or else I get punished.
Wait, if you burn them, then it consecrates the ground?
Now, he can
It's not
cast the spell to
water,
do
is
it. It's a second level spell to consecrate the ground, make it hallowed ground and all that.
I'll just skip that bit.
Okay, you skip that bit.
I can sacrifice them and we can see what happens.
Conducted in the presence of a creature important to the deity. That's not going to happen. Conducted before more than 10 followers. How many of you are
There's
here?
an air drake.
Yeah, I don't think you can hit the numbers there.
It says followers, right? None of us
I can-
are
I was gonna
following
bring the little halflings though.
Yeah, it really has to be followers of the at least air cleric type abilities, that sort of follower.
I mean,
Sacrifice is tortured for a day prior to death. Nah, that's more of an evil thing. Sacrifice loses extremities to hunger, or to a hungry demon prior to death. That's another evil one. The creature was neutral, so you don't get any points for alignment. Pure and virginal, I don't think that applies. They were very high level, though, so we'll give you a +4 for that. So you're up to 7. No, wait, 6. The minions are what you're sacrificing. The highest level one was probably in the 11 to 15 range, which gets you up to a +3. 6 is still pretty good. Cleric of another god. No, they don't actually worship a particular god, so that doesn't work. Willing sacrifice, that doesn't work. So
Let me ask you a question, Ninja.
Yeah.
So, I can only do Aloe if it's fire related.
Yeah.
So it would have to be a fire, some sort of a fire sacrifice.
Right. Yeah, you gotta burn. You gotta burn something.
So what if we sacrifice half to each of our gods and I aloe the ground? I get a roll and he gets a roll.
Alright, fine. Just you always get to do the thing.
Well, what was going to happen is that we're going to use the flame to vaporize them into a gas.
Okay, you can get up to +9 if he does all the things. You gotta cast a couple second level spells, though. Do you have enough?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I
Plus
can cast-
9. Roll it.
Second, what level again?
Second level?
Yeah, I do have a spot. I'm going to have to concentrate first to learn it, so it's going to take us an extra, hour. Because it's not in my learned spell list.
Yeah, not a prepared one.
Yeah, so I have to take a short rest, I think.
Okay.
Are there any more guards around in this?
It says in the guide that all of Pakk's followers have scattered into the wilderness. Pakk probably sent a mental message to regroup somewhere else. There was only a handful of bodyguards and a couple of druids that were left in the compound, and they took off. All right, so I need a religion roll.
Can we get the bardic inspiration?
Nah, that can't apply to these.
Also, I'm all out. I used them all during that combat encounter. I had a 4, now I have 0.
Okay, so it's actually a 5th level evocation.
Oh yeah, that one's 5th level. So I think Consecrate is 2nd level. Hallow is 5th level.
I can do it though. I have the spot to. I get the spell slot for it. Hollow. It'll just be a higher level spell.
Yep.
But what is this actually giving us though? First.
Consecrate gives you +1. Hallow gives you +2. Gets you up to +9.
Plus 9. And then plus our religion check.
Yeah.
And since it's Lord of Flame, I get the plus 4.
Did you roll it, Taro?
Plus 17.
You should also be rolling it. Combined ritual, 2 rolls to 2 gods. In a temple to the two
Huh.
moons.
That was a 1. I'm glad I saved a lucky.
So you got a total of
That was
10,
not
huh?
much. No,
You gonna use lucky to reroll it?
I gotta
yes.
move this. I gotta move this card here. It's like away. It's in the way.
That's 5 plus 6, so 11, and then the 9, so 20.
20's good.
Oops, I think I put a card in your bag here.
Okay, the guide says you gain Divine Favor, cast at 20th level for 24 hours.
I don't know what that means.
What did you roll?
You got a 20.
I got a 29.
29. Your prayers empower you with divine radiance. Until the spell ends, your weapon attacks deal an extra d4 radiant damage on a hit for 24 hours.
D4.
Yep.
Is it just me or our group?
Well, that's what he got.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Normally that
the whole
lasts.
group is up?
Normally that requires concentration and lasts up to a minute, and he got it for 24 hours.
All right.
So what has evidently changed? Like, what did the ritual actually do?
You're filled with glowing energy of your wind god, and swirls about your body at all times for 24 hours.
Of the elephant, or just...
Yeah,
wind?
the winged elephant is an air elemental god.
That's nice.
What about the 29?
29. To the burning flame. Okay, you're gonna receive a message from the Lord of Flame, and he's going to forewarn you that your enemies mount an offensive against you. They gather in numbers. Your god will flash various figures in your mind. You'll see Pakk the Think Maker. You'll see a halfling you don't know wearing a crown that looks regal and angry. You'll see swarms of halflings disappearing into the woods, running at high speed, in large and dangerous numbers, like hundreds of halflings. These all seem to be happening in the future. You're also going to see several other figures that are going to look. Let's see.
Okay, Ninja, real quick.
Yeah.
While this is happening, all these images that I see, while like in the trance, okay, I use my telepathic power to put the image in the heads of the other people in the group.
All right. Do you see this box I just drew in the corner here?
Where's that?
In the corner of the table here, it's a blue box. It's got 3 figures in it.
Yep.
Okay. In your vision, your god is going to tell you that it would be to your benefit if you rescue Shardavan and Mara, because they could become allies to you. And they seem to be pursued by somebody else, and your vision is revealing this figure here, Barak.
So we should find them and save them.
All right. So your
Dragon
vision,
spirit.
your vision of the future tells you that if you travel towards the Dragon Crown Mountain, you have a chance of saving these 2 men, and it would help you to succeed in your mission. But if these men die, then you won't have any allies in the time ahead. So if you stay and fight Basha and the halflings, you'll be delayed, and they'll be dead. And that's the vision of the future that you receive.
Okay. And everybody sees that as well. And what is the destination? What is the direction to the mountains? Can you point it? Maybe through the lantern.
Yeah, you know the direction it is. It's to the northwest.
Okay.
Hmm. Yeah, is there any wood carving kits in this village?
Yeah. I'm sure you could find one.
Take one.
Okay.
Oh,
It weighs about 5 pounds. It contains several carving knives and files of various shapes and sizes.
alright, I'm gonna make my reliquary now.
All right. It's going to take you a while, and you're going to need to find good pieces of wood, so it's probably going to be something that requires days and not hours.
Okay, then I'll save that for later.
Yeah, consider it like sort of a downtime activity that you're doing in the background, and eventually it'll be completed.
Okay. That stated, we're gonna go save some people from something.
Well, you're faced with a choice. You could go after Pakk and confront Basha and the Halflings, or you could make a mad dash to the northwest and try to get to the Dragon Crown Mountains.
Yeah, I like the last one.
Yeah, I don't know why we want to fight all the halflings, especially when we're kind of beaten up. I say we avoid them and go to the mountains. Is that a sound argument? We avoid them? At least for now, anyways. Hello?
What?
We should probably avoid the army of halflings and their king coming after us, and the other body of the sorcerer that almost beat the shit out of us.
Sure.
Does that mean you want to set off on your journey immediately?
I'd like to.
Yes.
Well, we just got up from a rest, but I'd like to explore the temple a little more now that we're not illusioned.
The illusion came from the sacrifice thing, right? Or was that something else?
It was Pakk. Pakk was fucking with our minds.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, there was a lot of time during the ritual you could have been exploring around, so
Yeah.
that was hours and hours there.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah.
Okay. I'm busy for like 2 hours at least.
I'll let Ulrich show me what she got from Caspar, and I'll throw the basic stuff into the party loop. Say in his memory, she's gonna start wearing his bow.
All right. It's a big one. Quite a large
Yeah.
bow. It requires a lot of strength to pull.
She's got 22 strength.
So it's actually like more like a regular sized bow for her.
Yeah, but it has like that air drake properties and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, when we were fighting the air drake, she was useless.
Keep in mind, like, Ulreg and Taurus cannot cast Identify, so those items have no powers until they've been identified.
Yeah. No problem. She's just gonna hold the bow. She's gonna put it on her back. She's not gonna start shooting it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll work perfectly good as a good, strong magic bow, but whatever other abilities they have that require activations and stuff might be tricky.
Yeah.
Do you remember the code word for the bow? Caspar said it last week.
Nope.
just saying like hateful stuff to halflings.
When he made his big ultimate attack, he screamed out the name of the attack. It was a particular thing.
Kamehameha?
He said, Foe Slayer, Heart Seeker.
That's crazy.
As long as you call out the name of the attack, it does the extra dice of damage.
Oh, what about that diamond sword?
Whoa! What diamond sword?
I want to go see where what was his name?
All right, you're gonna find
Ranger.
probably Taurus and Ulreg oohing and eyeing over some items. She's drawing a nice bow that looks somewhat familiar because it's huge, and hard to miss.
And what about the diamond sword?
that too.
And what does it do?
It doesn't. She doesn't know. She doesn't have identify. She's just looking at the shiny sword.
I hope you're not trying to hide that away from the group.
Oh no. She's just holding on to everything.
Okay, can I see it for a moment?
Sure.
I want to take a look at the sword.
No,
I want to see how much it glows with the detect magic.
Yeah, she'll let you look at everything. She likes you. You brought her back to life. So. She trusts you. She trusts you.
The diamond longsword's a +1 longsword.
Oh no, I just want to know about the glow. with
Yeah,
the color.
that's what I'm saying. It's got a decent amount of magic. It is definitely a magical item. It glows.
Would it be more resistant because it's made of diamond?
Oh yeah, diamond's the hardest material.
That's quite defined. Could you imagine if you could actually make this sword stronger, Taurus?
Ooh.
Maybe we could imbue it with more magic. We'd have to
More
have-
magic?
Yeah,
You can do that?
not me,
More
but
magic
some
than
people might in the city of Tyr. And
I
what about-
wonder if they. You think Orosto can make my hammer stronger too?
Well, I don't know if he's strong enough for that.
Ooh, he made this hammer.
Well, I've had this shield enchanted before to a +2. There's some people in the Veil Alliance that can do these spells.
Also, Joe, one of those items is really good for long. You might want to pass it off.
And
Well, I
what
just
about
Told
about
it and everything for now.
what about the
Till we get
bow?
identified.
How much does it glow with the bow?
He doesn't have any curse items, right?
He doesn't know. We don't have identified yet.
I mean, detect magic already tells you if it's like a curse. Or
Caspar
some
was
kind of
holding
spell.
those items, so you could hope that they were not cursed. But if he was crazy enough to curse himself, they could be.
Are they cursed though? Can I see it through with detect magic?
Did he show everything?
Yeah, he'll show everything to Morg or to Morn.
Okay, there's a little bit of a curse on his armor.
Okay.
She has armor.
And we get the time stop thingy back too, right?
You know, maybe while you're wearing this armor, you might want to try to keep attention to see if anything changes.
But she's not gonna wear the armor. She's gonna carry everything in her bag.
Yeah,
Because
of
it's
course you can
cursed.
get the cursed hourglass back. That drains you of your time by giving you extra time in combat.
Oh, that's right. That's how he died, huh?
Yeah,
He got
of old
drained.
age. 4 years and 24 seconds.
Oh, so maybe this is the item that killed him.
You already knew that, though. You've had this item for a while. You got it in the temple.
Oh, I'm not the one who had it though. I don't
Right,
think I.
Taro had it. Taro gave it to him.
Yeah.
You guys kind of divided up the items you got back at the temple a couple
Oh,
weeks.
so hey Taurus,
What's up?
listen. Technically, Ringside killed this man.
Technically, yeah. Technically.
Didn't we like him now, though?
Yes, and the Lord of Flame is killing you right now, see ya? Or that freaking.
I wonder if it was voluntarily. This is quite the curse. He killed him by making him old and extracting his life.
Shall I blame the Lord of Flame for your future death as well?
Oh, I will just ascend. I'm not gonna die.
Mm.
Yeah, that's kind of a funny thought.
I
Like,
warned you of the
if you're good in the fire religion, you go to the plane of fire. It's kind of like the opposite of real world religion, where the plane of fire is kind of the place you don't want to go.
Yeah, well, I want to become one of the A citizen of the
So-
world of flames.
So if you're bad in the religion of fire, do you go to the plane of water and
Yeah, because
drown?
that is the opposite of fire in this universe. You would go to the plane of water. That would be your
Well, I'm
hell.
not good anyways. I'm chaotic.
I think it would be more like
Regardless.
living up to the tenets of your religion and
Yeah.
pleasing your god and all that.
I think
Regardless,
yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, I'll take the hourglass back.
Yeah. She'll give it
I
back to
wouldn't.
you.
I wouldn't play too much with that thing.
So which items are getting identified first? You can probably identify a few items, right?
Yeah, if you're gonna identify stuff, she'll give you back like things.
What about the bow? Can we see how much of the glow do we get from the bow?
Oh yeah, the bow's real strong.
Is it like legendary, like glowing?
Not legendary. It's
Is
like
it,
+2.
Is it about the same as the robe of a mage?
Oh, actually, a robe of Archmagi is a +3 item. That is a
Yeah,
legendary item.
Yeah, that's a legendary.
That
that's
would
right,
glow
then.
brighter than anything else here.
It's a very rare.
I think it might be worth to identify the robe, and I think it might be worth to identify the bow
I think all of it should get identified. Just
and the boots as well. The boots they shine quite strongly. There is a spell attached to them.
oh, you're talking about Korganar's boots?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Gaspar
they
has
got
boots
identified.
too.
Does he? What kind of
Yeah.
boots?
Orin says, can't you cast the Identify ritual while we're on the flying carpet on the way to our
On the way,
destination?
yeah, I believe he can.
Yep. I will say this: she's gonna want to keep that ring. The ring, and
What is the ring?
don't worry about the
I'll
ring.
just identify all the items, but I have to leave for like 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So, like, I do require, like, 1 cast of Identify per item.
I can cast it as a ritual. It's fine.
So, 10 minutes each one.
And we can do that on the flying carpet while we're moving.
Yeah, Orin wants to get out of here because he thinks there's going to be halflings coming for the party pretty soon.
Yeah, but we should go straight for the mountains, I believe.
Alright, so most of the party loads up on the flying carpet, ring sight on Omen, flying along. The air drake can fly as well. So you're all airborne except for Taurus and Ulreg, who have to travel on foot.
I can fly and be cast on multiple targets.
Yeah, but it only lasts an hour, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
You have to travel for 10 hours to do a day of travel.
And if the weather is not great too, you might want to be there to like control the weather around us. That's another concentration spell that lasts way longer. Did we miss anything in this zone?
Early on, you found everything. Talon was like the main hidden thing. You wanted to like rescue him.
Oh yeah, we gotta go find our friend. Our what you call it, friend?
Well, he's been here the whole time. It's just he hasn't had much to say. He can't stay here, obviously, so he's probably gonna want to come with you.
Yeah. Is that the place he comes from too, anyways?
He's
Where
going.
we're heading?
He's going to say to Ringsight, who's not actually here to hear it, but he's going to say, "We are brothers. We should return to the roost in the mountains, the Dragon Crown," and say we should head that way.
Is he capable of guiding us there?
You can see it on the horizon.
But do you know the way there?
You mean you do not know the way? He says, "Yeah, I can guide you."
We'll have to be careful with all the crickets that are attacking us.
Okay, if we have to wait 2 minutes for the rituals, I am
Are we taking?
So,
Can we take a
yeah.
long rate? Oh, sorry.
long rest.
I think we should take a long rest after we get out of here. We just took a long rest. I know we just fought, but we should get out of here before.
Dangerous ground. No place to take a long rest.
Uh, hmm.
Did the people who are not doing rituals and sacrifice and stuff, did we get short rest?
Yeah, if you weren't doing anything else, you could.
Okay.
Okay, so I have this timeline thing here, and I'm trying to figure out when all this stuff happened. So you went there, and you had to wait until nighttime for the events at the temple before he would even meet with you, and then there was combat. So all of that probably happened at like 10 p.m. And then from 10 p.m. you had to do a
Midnight?
ritual.
2
2
rituals?
hours.
So that'll get us to midnight before you have a chance to leave.
We're leaving at night.
You can't rest here in the ruins. The halflings will find you here.
I will cast the Eros Feast though, because it's gonna be.
How long does that take?
It's not gonna be active pretty soon.
How long does that last? Or I mean, how long does it take to
20
cast that?
24 hours.
No, how long does the ritual or the casting time take for the Hero's Feast?
It's just
Oh,
it's like you just cast it and you have to consume the food, I guess.
Yeah, however
Yeah,
long
so
it
we have
takes to eat it.
like half an hour to eat a meal.
Probably.
Okay, so this is the timeline I'm getting. We're gonna put you here, right around midnight. You're leaving under cover of darkness, traveling at night as you often do, and so you begin traveling. Talon is going to estimate that if we fly a direct and straight course, it only takes a couple days to get there. But your friends who are on the ground, they'll move much slower unless they can hack through the underbrush.
I pull out the diamond longsword, or go pull out the diamond longsword and say we can cut it.
Got my diamond sword.
We can hack it.
Sword.
Okay, so I'm going to say you're going to make the roll. Ulrich is going to assist you and try to give you advantage. If you want to go ahead and make those rolls.
Wait, what about?
What am I rolling?
You're
question.
doing an athletics check to bushwhack.
Oh yeah, I have advantage with rage and plus 14.
We did loot Kaspar's body, right?
Yep. You didn't hear about it, though, because Joe was just kind of gathering it all up into his bag.
Ulrich was.
Paul's bow.
I mean, Ulrich's already
28.
quite happy with it.
28.
It requires a lot of strength.
Yeah, that bow's gonna be for Ulrich.
Okay, so you and Ulrich are gonna be just hacking your way because you're trying to move quickly, and so the rest of the party sitting on a flying carpet under the moonlight, a leisurely travel, identifying magic items. Ooh, what does this do? Meanwhile, you and Ulrich are just fighting your way through the densest jungle using the diamond sword. I mean, you could describe it however you want, but it is difficult and laborious, and you're making good time because you're really strong, but it's tough work.
She has a diamond sword, and she has that hatchet, or no, sorry, not that. She has hatchets, diamond sword, and she has her axe as well.
What's the bow? Do we know yet?
Imagine Paul Bunyan chopping down trees.
It's Kaspar's mighty longbow plus 2. 2d8 plus 2, piercing damage, range 150 to 600, brutal, limited, not mounted, strength 14 required. High magic plus 2, hasty. This weapon is fragile looking, accelerates magically. You make 1 additional attack per turn with this weapon.
Yeah.
Weapon is absurdly large, deals 1 extra damage dice, yet it weighs twice normal weight for its type, no problem for a half giant. When scoring a critical hit, you can name your attack and yell that name to add 1 more extra damage dice. And she has a quiver of arrows, and they're hate-filled arrows.
I think most of those got fired. Let me see here. Hateful arrows. I didn't put a specific number there, but he had a quiver full, and he fired a whole bunch of them during the combat, and they got used up. So I'm going to ask you to roll 3d6, and that's how many of those he's got.
Okay.
11?
11.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
He fired off about half of them, but he still has half left.
About 5? About 5 left?
Well, no, it was out of an original 20 arrows. Usually
Oh,
a
okay.
quiver's 20.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, there's some sloth-hide armor. You said it was glowing red.
The Slothhide armor is a little bit cursed. It makes you really angry, and in combat it enhances your combat rage and makes you tougher to kill. But it's not as dramatic as the one that makes you attack your allies.
Yeah.
So it is a very minor curse that doesn't actually detract from your capabilities. But he was already really angry at the halflings, so wearing armor that made him angrier didn't affect him in a negative way, really. Okay, so I made this timer thing so that everybody's like super aware of exactly what time it is as we're doing these like travel situations where it's all theater of the mind, because it can get vague, like what day is it, where are we, what's going on. You're traveling, and so you travel 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5, 6, 7. Around 7 in the morning, when the sun starts to come up, something happens. Okay. A party of vengeful halflings attacks the party with an ambush. They'd been teleported in. There's 10 fighters, 2 sorcerers, and a ranger tracker that was helping pinpoint your exact location. Okay, so I had an idea, because there's so many encounters during these travel sessions, that we could speed it up by crunching it down to a single dice roll. So who's going to make the roll? It's
What's the,
1d20 to determine the results of combat here. It'll play out sort of like a trap.
Who feels like they're lucky?
I don't know.
I'll roll it.
Hey, who has
Oh,
luck?
oh,
Who has
okay.
luck?
Heart of the cards, heart of the
Carol has
cards.
Lucky? I think Carol has
Wait.
to luck.
I think that
No, no,
ringside has luck. I think.
No,
He's not here.
Hold on, guys. He's not saying who has the best roll. He's saying somebody, one person here, gets to roll a d20. Who feels lucky?
I'll roll it.
Who wants to do it? See, you want to do it?
He rolls a 4. Now, hang on.
Yeah.
4 is bad, but you get some modifiers. So Oren is going to use his stealth to get a surprise attack. So that's going to give you a +1 on the roll.
What about
Warren's using
perception?
pass without a trace, isn't he?
And the other thing I was going to say is anybody who wants to cast a spell has a chance to cast 1 spell, and whatever the spell level of that is, of that spell, that will be added to the roll. So you can boost this if everybody casts a high-level spell, but then you'll be down a spell slot. And there may be like 4 other encounters, so who knows?
I will cast level 4 fireball.
Okay, so that gets you up to +5 on the roll, so that's like a
Okay.
9.
Okay, spells.
I'll cast the level.
I'll cast a range.
I'll cast a level 4 Romulus psychic.
Can we do a perception roll?
Okay, that gets you to 13. Do you guys want to stop there? Does anybody else want to cast a spell?
Can we do a perception roll? Maybe we spotted them before they could ambush us.
I did a rage.
They teleported
on,
in, there's no way.
Okay.
I did a rage on Taurus, and Ulrich will use her. So see, we took a short rest before we left. He'll use her action.
I use
surge.
a +2 spell.
Well, the way this works, we don't really do any of those like fine detail things. It's just like a dice roll to determine combat.
I'm
I'll
saying
use a
that-
+2. I'll
We're
use
trying to
a
have
level
what-
2 spell.
We're
No, I'm
trying to
saying,
have
but-
the biggest number.
Yeah,
If
you
I
want
blow
to
my-
you want to beat the halflings, and so you're up to 13. Is that your final
blow-
answer?
What I'm saying is, if I blow my cooldowns, my rage and her.
Wait, was that including my?
What you call
Yeah,
it?
you got a point. You got a point. They are limited use things, so I'll give it to you. You can get a +1 for those.
Yeah.
So what's that get you to? 13, 14, 15?
Yeah.
Okay, is that where you're stopping?
That's all I got.
Final
Major,
answer?
did you include my level 2, my second level spell slot?
I think so, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, you can.
Do we
test
need to
spell.
recalculate? All right. What was everybody doing? So we got 1 for stealth, we got One for Oreg, one for Taurus, using their one-offs.
Level 4 fireball.
Level 4 Fireball, level 2 spell from Morg, and then Sia had a level 3? Is that right? Or was it 4? It was Rolitham's, right? Is that level 4? Sia?
See ya.
Psychic Lance? Is he still here?
See ya.
I'm still getting 13, so that's fine. Let's go with that. Or no, it was 15.
Yeah.
Plus is 4 that he rolled.
Plus is 4.
Psychic Romulus, Psychic Lance is a 4th level spell.
Okay, so that gives us 17. 17 is your number. Okay, so we compare your number against the number that the halflings got, and you beat them.
By how much?
Or no, they beat you by 3.
You got a 20?
They got a 20, yeah.
Reroll characters, guys.
Okay, so the results for losing by just a little bit is that you lose a minor skirmish, you're sort of ambushed. I'm gonna roll. Everybody takes 12 damage, so everybody like mark some health down.
Where? I just do it on my character.
And they're over in the front of my.
We took
DM
our
there.
short rest. I never rolled my health that I gained.
I'll do Orin's here.
Oh, why'd you change your max temp HP to 5 now?
Because I re-rolled my 2d10 for Eros Feast.
Yeah, but just leave it at 20 so you don't have to keep doing that.
Oh, no, but I just wanted to see what the number was.
Okay.
Because, like, you have to take that down and then...
Okay, so the thing
Oh,
here
good
is
point.
when you take this damage, everybody takes it, and after you take the damage, if it drops you to 0, you receive like one of those nasty permanent wounds. So you probably don't want to let your hit points drop all the way. You can cast healing spells after combat, of course, at whatever spells you want to cast. But there's a lot of encounters, and so I just wanted to make it quick to go through them. So basically, the halflings ambush you, they get off a bunch of damage against everybody, and then you guys win. So you guys can all describe how you defeat the halflings.
Yay.
That's fully narrative and story based, and you can just go wild with it. I don't care.
Okay.
We have the mechanics of it. You had a battle. They got you a little bit. You took some injuries, but they're defeated.
Okay.
Does anybody want to describe your heroics?
I hit them with a flaming sphere. You never see me use this. It's a ball of flame and then ram it into all the halflings.
They use wooden weapons, so they're very flammable. This is quite effective.
Yeah.
So I shoot a fireball, and then it creates a bunch of damage in their group, but it also blocks them because rocks fell in front of them.
Okay, so after combat, if you win, you'll get something called campaign momentum. But if you lose, then the enemy roll gets the campaign momentum, and it's a bonus that keeps going up. So it can start to really hurt you if the enemies coming after you are continuously wearing you down. Fortunately, that was the only encounter today, and you get to the end of a 10-hour trek.
Can we take a rest now?
Okay, so this is a rest period. Y'all make camp. During a rest, you can use a number of hit dice to heal, but you should be keeping track of how many hit dice you have. You only get back half your hit dice after you rest, and whatever hit dice you use, if you need to use a lot of them for healing, you could run out of hit dice for healing and need to rely on spells, that sort of thing.
Alright, adjust your health.
Orin isn't here. I'm going to say that Orin... rogues have D6s? I think, right? I'm going to roll 4 of his hit dice.
Can you roll 2d10 for him?
Rogues have have d8s for hit dice.
Oh, really? They got D8s in this edition? Fuck.
Hey,
Yeah.
Ninja.
So,
For Orin, can you roll 2d10 for him?
Well, I was
And-
rolling d8s for him because Long just said.
No, but
Oh.
because he got the hero's feast, he has a plus.
Oh, I got you. So you're saying for the combat he would have had an extra 16 hit points.
Yeah, there you go. That's pretty good. 16. Wow.
That was
course.
before we left the temple, though, right? We're not
Before
getting
we-
new hero feast, or we're
Yeah.
getting new hero feast now again.
Before we left the temple,
He did a new feast, I think.
Taurus used half his hit die.
And
And he got up to 212 HP. And then he took that 11 already.
how much health does how much health did he regain for rest? Orin.
Trying to figure out where he was at. So
He's
he
at
had
44 now.
he had 33 damage. He never healed, and then he got the Hero's Feast, and then he took damage from the roll. I forget what was the number. How much damage was it?
11.
11 damage. Okay, so he didn't even run out of Hero's Feast, but he was already wounded to begin with. So he's got 5 bonus hit points.
He had 2 hours of short rest though.
Yeah,
When
but
we were
I
doing the sacrifice.
I hadn't used any of his hit dice for healing at that point though. So I'm gonna use some now. So here's 3d8s. So he heals 8, and then he's gonna use another 3. He heals another 9.
Does anyone need any additional healing?
I'm gonna make a healing. Give me a second. I'm gonna heal 6 of us for 20.
6 of us for 20?
Hold on
Yeah.
1 second. Hold on.
So I don't need to be healed because I'm full. But everybody else gets a plus 20.
Ulrich would have been healed all the way. She took her 11 from that. Wait. So she took her 11, and now you give her 20, so she's backed up to full.
Okay, so in order to heal up to pretty much full, Orin had to use 8 of his hit dice. And then he gets back half of his level to 6, so he's down 2.
And if you heal us to full like that, then
Yeah, he's full
Taurus
now.
will be full. But Taurus and Ulrich are full because they used their hit dice.
So you see how that's
Uh,
important to keep track of that. Like your hit dice, they only come back at a certain rate. So he had to use a lot of them to naturally heal from the damage he had, and so he's down 2. But that's not much.
Yeah. Taurus has used 6 out of his 12. Ulrich has used 6 out of her 8. I have it tracked on the chart.
Okay, so you've been traveling, and you're almost out of the forest ridge after a full day of travel. So you're able to break camp the next day, and you're going to do another 10 hours of travel. And on day 2, you manage to travel a good long distance, and while traveling, the terrain transitions to something more typical of Athos, a wasteland of stony barrens and sandy wastes, less of a massive jungle. Like, you come out of the jungle entirely, and it's like night and day. It's almost like a line extends where it's a wall of jungle, and Taurus and Ulrich emerge out of it, and everybody just overhead sees it ahead of time, but a stark difference of terrain. And you travel for 7 full hours, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is happening at like 5 p.m. All right.
Okay.
You have encountered Unkigs.
Or
Unking.
toes?
Unkigs.
Exactly.
An Unkig is like an enormous angry bug.
How enormous?
Can we skip it?
Only important questions. Let's go.
It's an angry bug. Is it attacking us?
Is it like
Fighting
dog
us?
size? Or when you mean enormous, do you mean like
Can I transform into it?
It's ambush predator, and they're going to go after Taurus and Ulreg. So when combat starts, Taurus and Ulreg are immediately in melee combat with the creatures, and a surprise. He can't be surprised, so he gets to act.
Yeah.
But
See ya.
so combat basically initiates, and then we're gonna do like the single combat roll thing again. So see if you want to make the combat roll.
Yes, sir.
It's about the size of your moan.
Make it a lucky roll, better than 4,
About the
hopefully.
size of his wife. About the size of his fiance.
These onkigs are gigantic. They're the size of horses.
8.
8. Okay, better than last time. Okay, how is this being modified? Sneak attack. That's Oren.
Level 3 fireball.
Level 3 fireball.
Do we
I
do?
can never do
Can
that.
we all do something? I guess.
If you want to.
I
Otherwise, it's
I'll
just going
use,
off the roll.
level 2 spell and a rage.
Okay.
Bardic inspiration.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let you use a bardic inspiration on this roll. It's a limited resource. But add it as the actual dice, though.
So plus 17, I guess again. If we all do something.
Wait, so you want me to actually roll a d8?
Yeah.
all right, all right.
Roll I.
An extra 2.
Extra 2. All right. That's your bardic inspiration for the turn.
So what? Plus
Man,
9?
I'm rolling those today.
Where are we
Joe,
at?
you gonna throw anything in there?
I'll throw one rage
One rage.
from Taurus. Ulrig's already burned her cooldowns.
Well, it's there
After
was a
rest.
rest period, so even after a short rest, she gets her action surge back.
Oh, yeah, well, she'll use her action surge again.
Okay. So, what do we got? We got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Sticking with 19?
Sounds good enough for me.
Okay. Pretty much like last time, you were pretty close. It was a 20 on this one.
Another 20?
30-20, man.
Yeah, but we beat it this time, no?
No, we got 19. We're 1 point off.
You missed it by 1.
We got a plus 2 from Sia this time, no?
It was all
Yeah,
calculated.
is that for with the plus 8 or is that total?
Yeah, that was the total. So everybody takes 7 damage from the onkigs. I'm gonna say the onkigs they spit all sorts of acid at everybody and they thrash about with their mandibles. So 7 damage to everybody.
At 59.
Not enough to drop anybody, I'm sure.
Wait, what happened to most of the loot from Pakk?
Pakk escaped. So
Pakk
whatever
didn't have
whatever
any
loot
loot.
there was vanished, like Obi-Wan Kenobi just disappeared.
The only loot we got was from Korkenark and Caspar.
It's so rigged. Whatever copy of Pakk you kill is never the real one.
And we don't have, like, sea invisibility and stuff like that.
That's a powerful ability. It's a good survival strategy there. Split yourself in half, only one half dies. Okay, so everybody took their 7 damage, nobody was dropped by it. The onkigs are simple animals and are easily defeated. Does anybody want to describe their heroics here? Oren gets a sneak attack on one of the bugs and stabs its eye out.
Really well placed arrow.
And he throws a psychic dagger at it. Hits it in the eye.
New combat?
Well, I was saying, like, because combat is done narratively, I'm asking if anybody wants to describe your turn.
I apply a flame blade onto the diamond sword.
Okay.
I tell Forrest to go get him.
Joe?
No, he's gonna keep attacking.
You attack with
Wait,
the diamond blade on fire?
Oh, no. Ulrich will.
No, Ulrich does that. What does Taurus do?
Taurus uses hammer.
He uses his hammer to smite the bugs, smashing their exoskeletons.
I use the wand of fireball to make a level 3 fireball.
Hey, Taurus, roll a knowledge nature.
A knowledge nature. Okay, it's okay. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good shit. Knowledge nature. 20. Knowledge nature. Let's see it. Give me some money. Dirty 21.
30-21. All right. You've seen people wearing armor made out of the shells of onkigs, and you've seen price tags in stores, and you realize that this smashed bug was at one point worth about 40 GP, but the way you killed him with a hammer kind of renders it valueless. But the ones that aren't smashed with a hammer could be collected. They weigh about 100 pounds each and can be converted into a plate mail armor.
I'll let our person who dissects things let him know. Cough, cough, Ramon.
Yes.
I'll let you
Hey,
know.
we're all survival.
Morg, skinning one of the onkigs. 18, success. You get an onkig shell, it weighs 100 pounds.
There you go.
But there were a bunch of onkigs. Does anybody want to skin another one?
I can do
I will
it.
look.
Okay.
What was it,
Taurus,
Ninja?
hold this like
It's a
you
DC
hold that.
15 to skin an onkig, to get its shell off, get all the meat out.
It's survival.
It's a dirty job, but it's a valuable item.
It's a survival roll, right?
Yes, yes.
$20.
20. Okay, so you have 2 onkig shells. Make sure you mark them in your inventories.
Okay.
I get a 26. Just succeed.
Yep.
How heavy are they though?
100 pounds.
Who wants to carry this?
Ulrich wants to carry it.
Can yeah, can your girlfriend help?
Sure, cousin. All he's carrying right now is coconut.
You use it as a bowl to carry cargo items.
You're carrying Korganard, but Ulrich can carry this.
She's also carrying the loot.
Right. Throw 200 pounds at Aura.
It's 300 pounds.
Oh, there's 3. Oh.
Person
He
carries
got all-
100 pounds.
Okay.
Okay, so after collecting your materials, you continue on your journey and you travel for several more hours until you've completed your 10 hours of hard trek through the wilderness. And as you've been traveling, the Dragon Crown Mountain grows larger and larger and larger in your field of view, and the terrain sort of slopes upward, becoming more mountainous and rocky. Eventually, you grow tired and it's time to make camp. And during the camp that night, even though everybody is careful and sets watch as you always do, you are attacked by a large group of Thrycreen, because you are in their territory at this point. You have encountered a platoon of ravenous, frenzied Thrycreen, and so you're fighting a platoon which consists of between 60 and 200 soldiers.
Holy shit.
What happened while I was gone?
Several
Or
days of
maybe-
travel.
Thrycreen jumped us.
Okay, currently you are making camp, and while you're making camp, an army of Thrycreen arrives. A whole platoon.
I'm gonna cast a big spell.
I thought they weren't organized at this
I
point.
cast my 5th level spell, Wrath of Nature, and I make nature beat them.
Powerful. Okay.
I
I
cast a
use
little.
a rage.
You use a rage.
I cast.
Oreg uses action surge. That'll be 2.
She
I
has
can't-
second wind as well.
Yeah, it's not gonna help you. Right?
I cast a
You
level.
You can use it for
uh,
healing though.
So second wind's a cooldown.
It's not gonna benefit the attack roll though. You understand? It's like healing.
Oh.
Like I'm considering any of these spells that I'm adding to it as like something that
Oh.
would change the course of the battle.
I'll use booming blade.
If it's something that you would just always do, it doesn't count. It has to be.
Well, it has charges. I actually have charges on it. They come back at dawn.
At dawn? Yeah, I'll give you 1 for that. Alright. So you're up to 3.
I'm gonna cast a level 6 wall of fire.
Big one. Alright. You put a wall of fire up that's going to stop the screeching horde of insect men right in their tracks.
Yeah. And if they fall into the pit, they're gonna burn to death.
Taro, if you missed it, I'm doing combat a little different here because you're traveling over a long distance and there's a whole bunch of random encounters that you're going to definitely win. I decided I would resolve those combats with a single dice roll, but then I would allow you to all add modifiers, and what you can do is cast a spell. Just tell me what spell level it is. I'll add that bonus, like if it's 3rd level spell, I'll add +3. And then you describe which spell you cast and what it's going to do to the Thrycreen here.
Oh, so we're getting charged that by a horde of Thrycreen?
Yes. Up to 200 Thrycreen right now.
And what's the roll that was getting? What's the roll that was?
It's just a d20 plus our spells and other random resources we want to throw at it.
Correct. Oren
Anyone
adds
at least-
stealth, which gives you +1.
Did anyone roll a d20 yet?
Are they all? Are they all in the same place?
I'll roll a d20.
You're surrounded. They're everywhere.
Oh, I was asking. I could roll that. I
This
was
is,
just asking.
this is just theater of the mind and a quick roll. 14 plus whatever the
Right,
modifiers
right.
are.
Okay, you got a 14.
Control-
Sia, did you want to cast a spell? Or
I'll
use a
Wall
Bardic
of Fame.
Inspiration?
You know what? Yeah, Bardic Inspiration. I'll hold the wall. Bardic Inspiration.
You can add a lot with the Bardic
Sounds good.
Inspiration, so that could be good.
Roll it. Let's see what I get.
That one's super luck-based.
8.
Oh, you're going to crush him. That's fun. Okay. So, what do we got here? 14 plus 8 is 22, plus 6, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 37. Oh, that's powerful.
Just
I'll just
destroy them.
add. I'll just
They literally
add my,
disintegrate.
I'll just add my lucky feat to that
Okay. So, 38.
and use the power of good fortune to hopefully help.
Okay, that's considered a greater victory, defeating the enemies completely, and you find a greater treasure. Ooh.
Did
Hooray.
they sense our spiritual pressure and just disintegrate upon Rachel?
Well, I mean, that would have been like a humongous combat that would have taken a month for us to finish, right? Like 200 Thrycreen? That would have been a ridiculously long combat. So resolving it in a single dice roll, I love it. I think that's really good. But let me
Next
generate
time I
some
like
treasure.
this much more.
You're really proud of yourself for that.
I am.
Oh, we're
I'm
getting a
not
new
bad.
item.
I'm not bad. I'm happy. I'm happy.
Right, ma'am.
What did the Tricrene roll, Ninja?
They had 20.
So we still have plus 17.
Yep, you beat it by a lot. It's categories that scale up, so it's a minor skirmish if it's 0 to 5, lesser victory 6 to 10, victory 11 to 15, greater victory 16 to 20, and if you get 21 or more, it's a total domination.
Is it possible to sacrifice their corpse?
Yeah, probably. It'll take some time.
Big pile of Thrycreen
Yeah.
burned
a,
up.
A giant bonfire.
I like it. I'll help you.
Making our mark, you know?
that gonna be a problem with the halflings kind of like marching towards us?
Well, it's like we're threatening them. We're telling, hey, look, we just killed 200 of these dudes.
They'll be like they use their magical resources to get them.
Oh, I don't think you're trusting our companion here.
I mean, the halflings aren't our companions. They don't trust us.
No, I was talking about you're trusting our Gamora. He said let's just burn this
Oh,
up.
I'm sure we're fine. But I'm also sure that the halflings want to attack us more. Not
Yeah,
less.
but it might scare them, you know, to see what we're
Maybe,
capable
yeah.
of. That's all I'm saying. It's still a sacrifice, so it most likely will give us something decent. So what would that be, like, the bonus for that?
Hang on a second, I'm generating
Okay.
some
Oh,
items.
yeah,
Give me
yeah.
a minute here. Alright. After defeating the Thry-Crane, you're going to recover these items here. Put them on the note card. 4,000 bits, 1,000 ceramic pieces, 400 silver pieces, and 9 gems, including a bloodstone, a turquoise, an agate, chalcedony, an onyx, an obsidian, a malachite, a moss agate, a star rose quartz. And then there's a strange magical figurine that looks like an animal, vaguely familiar, but possibly extinct.
Can we identify it?
Sure. Figurine of wondrous power, onyx dog.
What is that?
It is a statue that you can turn into a dog, like a hound that will do things for you.
Cool. Maybe the Orin could use that. I think he'd like that.
He'll be the Hound Master from Darkest Dungeon now.
Yeah, use the dog, you know, when he's scouting in front. Maybe it gives him a bonus.
Here, I'll drop the link in Discord. You can check it out.
Does the gold diamond ring glow or the water blue shield crystal?
The water blue shield crystal protects you against the cyanatrix. That is definitely magical. What was the other one?
Golden diamond ring?
Golden diamond ring. Doesn't ring a bell.
Am I looking at the wrong card?
Yeah. There's no ring in this treasure.
Where's the treasure in the box? Or
Yeah, in the blue square.
oh, shit, that's just a lot of
A bunch of coins, 9 gems, and a magic item. Okay, so that was an ambush that happened when you were in your camp. So you just finished a camp. And does anybody want to use any healing?
I think we're all pretty good.
Orin's going to
And
get
decent.
fully healed, and then he's going to recover his hit dice.
Yeah, I think
We're taking the
everybody.
short rest. How many how do you roll short rest hit points? I've never done this before.
So
I think
it's your hit dice. Whatever you roll when you gain a level up, you have a number of them equal to the levels that you've gained. So you're going to have D10s for your fighter levels. You're going to have D8s for your bard, I think.
98.
Or is it D6? I forget. What does bard have?
D8.
D8? Okay.
D8.
So those are the dice that you can use, and whenever you want to do natural healing, you can spend them in order to heal up. And then when you finish your rest, you get back half of your maximum. So I'm not sure how that works out multi-classing, but half of whatever your maximum number of hit dice for that.
A little question, Ninja.
Yeah.
The sacrifice, like, what kind of plus do you get? Because there's not really anything except like the large number of them.
Nah, it's probably just a base roll. Unless you want to spend time consecrating the ground, making it hallow ground, building an altar. You can do the ceremony. That gives you a +1.
I have a question of my own. How's the reliquary going?
38.
It's coming along nicely. It takes time to make something, though. I don't think you can craft it while you're in the saddle, because it requires your hands to fly, Omen. So you have to do it during camp, when you're hanging out for hours.
Alright.
gotta-
But getting a few hours a day, you're making progress.
Okay.
I rolled a 38 ninja.
38's good. All right, so we're going to say... Oh, that's good. That's good. The fire god asks you, what is your greatest wish?
I wish to gain the powers to revive a powerful creature.
I see what you're trying to do there.
I would like to learn how to revive an ally of ours that just passed away. We still have his remain.
Okay. Your god will tell you that if you bathe the remains of your fallen friend into the eternal flame, and call on his power, he'll give you a true resurrection. But it has to happen in a sacred site. And he's going to tell you it's also going to require a sprinkle of holy water and diamonds worth at least 25,000 GP, which the spell will consume.
25,000 GP?
Yes.
Wait, what?
That is an absurd amount.
That's like a wish.
Okay, so conversion rate, that's actually ceramic pieces, which means it's actually 250 gold pieces in Dark Sun terms,
Okay.
which is not so bad, right?
No.
So
I thought you were saying 25,000 gold in this world.
yeah, you know how it is. You always have to do some conversion between the
I
regular
thought you were
rules.
gonna do it.
Whew.
I'm just reading the spell. True Resurrection, 9th level.
Oh yeah.
9th level?
He was given a wish spell, actually, but you can use a wish to do any spell of up to 9th level, and so True Resurrection is a 9th level spell. But he gave the caveat that it has to happen in the eternal flame of the Temple of Fire.
Okay. Cool. I like it. Save Torganard later.
Yeah, once we make it back.
All
Well,
right.
the good thing is that we're gonna be able to port back to the city.
All right, let's see here. Day 3 of traveling. You're almost there. You're in the mountains now.
What happened to the person we were supposed to save?
Korganard, he died. He was eaten.
No, there was like a thing where he said like we're supposed to save 2 people, and I was like, I don't even know their names. What?
Oh yeah, they're you're getting there. You're almost there. Not yet.
Yeah, they're at the mountains where we're heading.
Okay, so in your first hour of travel, a halfling hunting party tracks you down. And this halfling hunting party is led by a powerful commander, which gives a commander bonus. So you've got 11 halflings attacking you. It's a decently high-level party of halflings. So same as we did before. Somebody has to make the actual roll, and then you guys can add modifiers as you like.
I'm gonna use my wand and cast a level 4 fireball.
Oh, big fireball into the halflings. That'll cook them. Do you want to get your +3 again, Taurus?
Yeah.
Okay, so you bust out all the rages and the action surges and the booms.
Who's rolling the d20?
I rolled a 6. 6.
A 6
Oh no,
Bardic
we got
Inspiration.
somebody has to roll, man. You're
On
rolling
a
low.
level.
Every
On
roll.
another. Wait, how big were these enemies?
Okay,
You haven't had
so
any good rolls yet, see ya.
you were attacked by a halfling hunting
You're out.
party of 10 halfling adventurers and 1 halfling commander.
Come on, roll the
A
D20
commander is a
boost.
higher level halfling who has a feat that allows him to lead other halflings more effectively.
Okay, I will use a 5th level spell.
5th level, alright.
Bardic Inspiration again.
Roll it.
And
Roll high.
since we took a long rest, I
Actually,
will
who's
use
rolling the
a-
Bardic Inspiration? Because you cast it on somebody else.
I'll use a rage.
It's just a flat D8. If someone else wants to roll it, they can.
I'll roll it.
Yeah, go ahead. You got Bardic Inspiration, Joe.
I usually have it anyway. Here we go. Here's some Bardic Inspiration for your ass.
Make an attack and maybe
Look at that. Boom. 7.
make a
Seven's a
big
good
attack and see if you get a crit.
Oh, let me see if I get a crit. Hell yeah, with advantage, baby, because that's what I do.
Orin does a sneak attack, which adds +1. Taro, did you want to do anything? Any
I got
powerful
a
magics?
27 attack.
Plus the Bardic.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 7, 34.
Massive attack. Going after the commander? You're going to target the leader?
Yep.
Call him out? The other halflings are fighting the rest of the party. It's just you and the leader.
Oh, I jump him like we did at the, what you call it?
He's going to use the Fury of the Small to do like 10 damage to you with like an attack that should only do like 1.
Yeah. If it's physical, I stay for halves.
Yeah. This is all just...
I said polymorph. I realized I was muted.
Yeah, what level is that?
4.
4. Alright. And the actual roll was 6, right?
But
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So let me add this up. 6, 11, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 26, 30. 30 is a good roll. They had a 19 on that one.
Boom.
So you beat them by 11. 11 gets you into the category Victory. You defeat most of the enemies and recover a treasure.
Fantastic.
I had a 7 on the Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah, it was a good one. That helped a lot.
Plus, I contributed 3, so we had 10. What did Orin roll?
We
He adds a
Morg,
+1.
I had the Fireball,
No.
we had the Morgue.
No, what did we roll? Like, what was the roll?
6.
Us. What are you guys doing, man?
Yeah, the rolls have been
it's
really
Sia,
bad.
Man. It's Sia. He's like he's cursed tonight.
He wasn't allowed to roll this time.
Let's roll
It
a
was
1D
Long's roll.
Ninja. Roll 1D6, okay? And then Orin is number 1. And we go around the table. So I'm number 6. So Joe, you're 5.
Yeah, that's
Long.
actually better.
Yeah, Long, you're 4, and then Soul, you're 3, and then, anyways, and then we'll roll 1d6, and that's the person who rolls the 20.
Okay, so when you defeat the commander after the battle, you find that he's got this like magical yew dart. It's made out of a wood called yew, and it's carved with like an ugly demonic-looking face. It gives you advantage on intimidation if you flex with it. It seems like it was made by the Pyrene. I don't know how you could tell, but it says so. And it drips with acid when activated, but it has limited charges. Okay, so that was the one treasure that you got from defeating the halfling commander.
All right, is it good?
Yep, that combat happened early in the day. That was like right away. And within an hour of that battle, as you continue traveling, you're almost immediately caught by 6 hungry Tyraxes that are going to swoop down out of the sky and attack.
Oh, Tarak. I
Yeah.
was like, Tarask? Are you fucking serious?
Nah.
Six
I
of
was
them?
like,
What are
holy
you,
shit,
what are you
man.
fucking talking about? Get out of
And
here.
then-
That was a little bit too easy.
Yeah,
I
you're,
was like,
drunk, you're drunk with power now.
No, it's like Omen.
6 fire-breathing Tyrannosauruses.
The thing that
with
Omen
great
ride,
powers and massive guns.
the thing that
Okay,
Ringside
so-
rides around all the time. There are 6 of them, and they're coming after you for food.
So, roll a d6, Ninja.
What's that for?
Oh.
What's the number?
6.
So I rolled a d20. So let's say that I noticed them with perception, and then my attack is Searing Smite. Is it? Yeah, so I shoot a volleys of, but I cast that at level 5.
Okay.
So I look like a rocket launcher.
So you rolled a 20. You're adding 5 from a spell. Orin jumps in with a sneak attack.
Is there a leader Tyrax there?
No. It's just 6 animals attacking. This is
Okay,
actually
I
a
thought it would've-
much easier combat than some of the other ones you've had.
I think a little rule of cool should happen is that Omen should challenge the leader for domination.
Yeah, I mean, narratively, you can say whatever you want. That's very cool. Omen does that during the combat.
Oh.
But, I mean, we're still doing the roll.
Oh no! I get that. I get that part. Look.
Let me know what's the plus, Ninja, at the end.
I mean, we're already up to 26, and nobody else is talking, so I guess we're not adding anything else.
I have like
Just
2
okay,
bardic
I-
inspiration.
Plus 26.
I-
I
I
rolled
have
an 8.
trouble telling when people can hear me or not. I'm using the ring with the Tyrax communicating.
Okay. I'll add 1 for that.
I like it.
Any other actions?
We're sitting at
use rage.
27.
I'll use a rage.
Okay. 28.
She'll hold her second.
All right.
Can Omen participate?
Oh, yeah. We were already saying that he should definitely, like, be standing against them, intimidating them, and driving them off. Okay, so total domination. It was terribly one-sided. You get bonus momentum.
Do we get to eat them now?
Are they edible?
They don't really have treasure, so you could eat them. They are meat.
They're big chicken, you know.
And that was basically just a bunch of wild animals attacking you, not a major battle. So gloss over that one. You can take as much meat as you want. Tyraxes are pretty big, so they're thousands of pounds of meat. Whatever you can carry, you're welcome to add to your inventory. Just make sure you can carry it.
It probably tastes like chicken.
And then the very next hour after the hungry Tyraxes
Another
attack
one?
you, there is another encounter.
Then just stop rolling so good.
Roll a d6 again, and then we'll see who rolls.
Okay, so hang on a second. This is a more detailed encounter that I have to read some stuff. Alright, so there's going to be a little bit extra to this one. Let me see if I have this right. Ahead on the endless plain, you can see an unusual feature. Rearing up from the flat desert wasteland is a white arch, perhaps 12 feet tall. The tumbled remains of ruined walls suggest a fine building once stood here. The ruin must truly be ancient, for no intelligent beings, save for Thrycreen, have inhabited the hinterlands for many millennium. As you come closer, you see movement. Perhaps a dozen creatures are stirring inside the ruin. Squinting against the dust, you see they are Thrycreen, clustered around a low rectangular wall at the center of the ruin. The Mantis warriors are chittering rapidly in their strange clicking language. They seem to be shoving each other around and are perhaps arguing, but without moving closer, it's impossible to tell. Oren suggests he's going to sneak up and investigate. What he sees, it says, "You are now close enough to hear the gurgle of water and smell a hint of sulfur in the air. The low stone wall at the center of the ruin encloses a pool from which the Thrycreen are drinking. One wall of the pool is crumbling, and from it water is spilling in a steady trickle, where it has soaked into the earthen floor of the ruin. A tangle of grass and shrubs is growing. The patch is perhaps 50 feet wide, and the high arch that forms the exit to the roofless ruin leads onto a patio raised perhaps a foot above the desert floor. On either end, part of the patio has crumbled away into a sand-filled depression. The Thrycreen clicking voices are very loud now. It's very clear they are arguing. They shove each other out of the way for a drink at the pool, even though it is large enough for all of them to drink at the same time. Some Thrycreen are behaving very strangely, staring off into space one moment and lashing out in tantrums the next. There are 8 of these warriors. They're standing around this pool of water. A 9th warrior stands to one side, waving its 4 arms and clicking furiously at the rest. All seem to be armed, although some have dropped their weapons, staring at them as if they have forgotten their function.
So weird.
The Cyanatrix is having a powerful effect on them, especially this close to it.
So we're hidden, right? They can't see most of us.
Yeah, Oren snuck up, he investigated, he came back and reported what you just heard.
Alright, I'm gonna message, while we're hidden, I'm gonna message Spellman and see if I can't get anything out of him.
Okay. Which one?
One waving his arms.
Yeah, that one.
Okay. You target the leader. What's your message?
What troubles you, my friend?
The Thrycreen looks around suspiciously. He's going to do sense life and figure out where the party is.
Oh, frick, I can do that.
He's going to send a message into your mind using psionics. He's going to say that the madness has intoxicated their minds, and it's impossible to get them under control. Who are you that you still have mind control?
One with powerful protection here to end the powers that cause these nightmares and insanity.
Interesting.
He's going to introduce himself as Thrycreen Lieutenant Kloxic. He's the only Thrycreen present who speaks Common, but he's communicating telepathically, although it's difficult for him in the present situation. It's actually a she. It's hard to tell. She has traveled the Tablelands and is amazed that anyone from that land of plenty would travel to the hinterlands in this time of trouble.
If your psionics trouble you, the means by which I'm talking to you can sustain the conversation on its own. That is to say, she can just talk with the message spell.
She complains that she can no longer control her people. She had been away for several days and had returned to find them in this state.
If we reveal ourselves, are they going to try to kill us?
She warns you not to. Her men are likely to attack. They jealously attack to conserve the Pakk's water. It's best if you leave without incident.
Alright. Well, keep us in mind when we go turn that thing off.
So Kloxic is going to distract the other Thrycreen by issuing orders to them, and it seems to be working. None of them are paying attention to the party. It would give you the opportunity to sneak away without combat if you wish.
I like it. Good fucking job, Taro.
Hooray.
It's diplomacy.
Sweet.
it can be overheard. The Thrycreans are saying some stuff. One of them shouts, "Hatchling of a putrid egg, get out of my way or I'll break your limbs. Ha! I'd squish you like a larva. Out of my way or it's you who will be carried to the circle." And another one says, "Nasty rock. Elf feather, snack click. Hate it. Head hurts. Make it go away." And another one says, "Stop it, all of you. Shut your minds to the buzzing. Think how angry Chack's chick will be when she hears." Okay, so a bunch of Thrycreen. They're freaking out. They don't like the effects of the Cyanatrix on them. This gives you a little background on how the Thrycreen are dealing with the situation. Not well. It will be conveyed to you that a frenzy can be triggered in Thrycreen whenever they see, hear, or participate in anything that even remotely resembles a hunt. So, like, if you spot Thrycreen and they spot you and you start running away, they will hunt you and they will go crazy.
What about towards them?
Yeah, I mean, they'll fight you. They'll even fight each other, so they're crazy.
They're really interested in throwing down.
No, their leader said, "Please leave us alone. Just go away, so they don't fight you."
Cloxic is going to say something. "I have been told the Order has a magical artifact that is causing the horrible buzzing that is driving the Thrycreen of the hinterlands mad. She will ask if you can also hear the buzzing."
Who's she asking?
Ringsight. Through mental messaging. Telepathy.
Ringside.
The buzzing can be heard across
has your
the
question.
entire. They heard.
The entire
she
tableland.
refers to like this, the psychic pain thing, right? That everyone has.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, it's felt beyond the tablelands. I wouldn't be surprised if it engulfed the world by now. All lands that I've been to have been affected by it.
Cloxic will reveal that she has a crystal shard hanging from her neck that is somehow preventing her from hearing and succumbing to the buzz.
Where'd you get it?
It's probably an heirloom.
Yeah, you said the Order of the Sonics. We fought one of their leader type people, Pakk the Think Maker, and he managed to escape after a lot happened. I won't bore you with the details. Yeah, I'm telling her that we fought one of the guys from there. Are you saying they activated it?
No. Cloxic has a similar item to the crystals, the blue crystals that nullify the effect. So it seems like there's like many of them, and so close to the source here, maybe they were just like around in dungeons and things, and one was obtained by a Thrycreen at some point in history. I'm just like kind of reading ahead trying to figure out where exactly that does come from, but it doesn't really explain as far as I can tell. Interesting. That could have played out differently. There was some other stuff that was going to happen here, so I'm sort of skipping some paragraphs and trying to have it still make perfect sense.
Just when we do something, we do the opposite.
Well, I mean, it was one of the options. They kind of had a bunch of ways that could have gone, from combat to running away. Or diplomacy, which is how it worked out. But because you went the diplomacy route, something else didn't happen, and that kind of changes some other things. I think Cloxic might want to travel with you. That's interesting.
He could if he wants. If he's gonna be peaceful.
No. Cloxic thinks you're slow. You're not fast enough. Okay.
But we're the only way to stop all this.
She considers following you, but she doesn't want to travel at your slow pace. She also doesn't sleep, so whenever you would stop for camp, she's definitely going to leave.
Tycrine don't take long rest?
And they don't have to sleep. And she's not injured, so no reason to.
I don't have to sleep, but my party does.
Okay.
Wolves don't need sleep.
So you're continuing to travel into the mountains, and... The desert ahead is flat and featureless, save for a tangled thicket of bramble-like thorn bushes ahead. Suddenly, a flash of white above the thicket catches your eye. Squinting, you see that it's a piece of cloth attached to a long, thin pole of wood. It appears to be a flag or banner of some kind. Looking carefully, you can see that the thicket of thorny bushes has a ring shape. An area at the center is clear of brambles. Inside, you see the dark square shape of a tent. Something seems to be moving around in there, but is it just the wind blowing the tent flaps? There's no way to tell without moving closer.
Wait, hold on. We have a person in this group with an artifact that has a scope on it. I would suggest the person with the scope take a closer look.
It doesn't help. You can't see inside the tent.
Alright, arcane eyeball.
You put an arcane eye inside the tent, revealing all.
And it's a ghost and I see nothing.
Keeping calm.
50 feet from the thicket of thorns is a low mound of piled stones. Hang on a second. Is that in the tent? I don't get it. Maybe the tent is empty and doesn't have anything interesting in it. But nearby, it seems 50 feet from the thicket of thorns, is a low mound of piled stones. On closer inspection, you can see that the stones were little protection for the human body they were intended to cover. One side of the mound has been clawed away, and the corpse has been partially eaten by scavenging animals. The body is perhaps 1 day old. Does anybody want to investigate?
I will invest.
I'll go do I'll go investigate.
It's a human male wrapped in plain white cloak. A beautiful pottery bowl fired with a golden glaze has been placed upside down over the man's face. But enough of the face is visible to tell that he had square-cut hair and a neatly curled beard. The man wears sandals and a striped knee-length linen skirt, torn and caked with dried blood. You identify him as Urukite, an Urukite Templar.
Guys, I'm gonna have to call it here. I'm getting pretty tired.
All right.
Okay.
It was a good
I
session.
rolled a 10 to
Yeah.
investigate.
Good.
Peace, guys.
All right.
Good man.
Checking the body, you unbury the corpse a little bit. It looks like he was killed by Thrycreen. Whatever companions he had that survived the battle must have buried him here. You can tell he's a Templar by his cloak. You can tell he was killed by Thrycreen, by the nature of his wounds. The bowl seems to have been deliberately cracked to custom of certain Urukite classes. You're close enough to the brambles now to make out details of what lies inside them. A narrow passage has been cut through the ring of thorns. In the clear spot at the center of the tangled, thorny mass stands the black tent. There are several large rents in its side, and one corner has nearly collapsed. A thin wisp of smoke rises from the fire pit in front of the tent. Broken weapons, bits of ruined gear, torn waterskins, and rags are piled in an untidy heap to one side. A dead Erdlu, partially butchered, hangs from the flagpole. Obviously a camp, yet no people can be seen. You look up at the banner that flies over the camp and recognize it. The face of King Hamanu superimposed upon a field of red flames.
One of Hamanu's men has been here, and all the Thrycreen that were probably friends and killed him.
Oh, here it is. Okay, so your arcane eye, Taro, it's revealing that there are a bunch of traps around the tent. Seems like there are numerous pit traps designed to lure the unwary in, so using your arcane eye saves you from falling in that trap. Two blackened circles lie to the north and northwest of the camp. Oh, here you go. Inside the tent, your arcane eye reveals there is a hiding elf herdsman with 4 Erdlu, doing his best to keep them hidden. One of the Erdlu gives a loud squawk, recognizing that somebody is outside.
Bastards. Message spell, because I like using the message spell. We are not planning on hurting you, birder.
Okay. Who are you?
We are agents from the free city of Tyr, here to end the psionic attack that led the Thrycreen to rip up your crew.
What psionic attack?
The one that drove the Thrycreen mad.
Oh, is that why they're crazy?
Yes, although I can't speak with certainty on whether or not they'd have done it anyway.
Do you have any medical supplies? I have a broken leg. He's going to explain that he arrived at the camp hours ago.
Broken leg.
He had 5 Erdlus at the time. One fell into the pit and suffered... Oh, the Erdlu suffered a broken leg. Alright, so he had to kill it, and he plans to eat it. He found the camp pretty much as it is now, and moved the trash, broken weapons, torn cloth, into a messy pile after carefully picking through everything and salvaging what he could. So the elven herdsman seems friendly enough. He offers you travelers a share of the meat that he's about to cook. And the hospitality of the tent that he doesn't own.
Excuse me.
Alright.
The talkative elf will say, 3 days ago, me and my wife and 3 children were attacked by a pack of frenzied Thrycreen. Only I survived, and badly injured at that. One of the herd of 23 Erdlus that was scattered during the attack, he managed to recover 5. Out of 23, he only saved 5. And one of them had a broken leg, and he's eating it. Oh, that's sad. This elf is having a rough time of it.
You know, elves aren't particularly well known for their charity or generosity to those who are different from themselves.
Yeah, clearly he's looking for help in this bad situation. And you sounded friendly. I mean, you're not a Thrycreen
All
trying
right,
to eat
let's-
him, at least.
That is an improvement.
Yeah. He's going to go on to say that he had known of the Thrycreen's taste for elvish flesh, but in the past was always able to keep his family safe by burning Ranique sap, which he obtained through trade with the halflings of the Forest Ridge.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to trade with them anymore.
He's going to show you his supply of Ranique sap. The Thrycreen hate it, but it doesn't seem to work when they're frenzied.
Well, frick, that's useless to us.
He'll tell you each will burn for up to about 6 hours at most, producing smoke. Normally, it'll keep Thrycreen at least 60 feet away.
Hmm.
Until he regains his strength, he plans to rest inside this thorn-fenced camp. Then he will press on to the east.
Where's his wife and kid?
Oh, they got eaten.
Oh. Well, that is quite sad.
Oh, yeah. He lost his wife and his 3 children. Tragic. Such is life in the wastes.
He's been through so much.
I mean, it's kind of his own fault. Everybody knows that Thrycreen love to eat halflings. Or not halflings, elves. Elves are like their favorite meal.
Probably shouldn't have walked through the valley of the man-eating cannibals.
Yep.
Repeatedly.
He tells the party, if you guys will help me, I'll offer you an item I found here that may be of interest.
That being...
Jella is adept at bargaining, and he's eager to receive healing, food, equipment for his travels.
Okay, well, first you need to tell us what the item is.
I can offer him my healing berry juice.
He tells you he has precious information.
Oh, I thought it was an item.
This information better be good.
Oh, I think it is.
What does the information pertain to?
Oh, if I told you, it wouldn't be worth much yet, would it? So, are you going to offer him food and drink, supplies, that sort of thing?
Yes, I will.
And what can you provide to your new friend Jala the elf?
2 rations, some meat. I can
I
heal
have-
as well.
I have good berry juice, 40 hit points worth of healing.
I can
That
do
I-
medic checks too.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. He's going to eat some of the good berries. He's going to put the rations and meat in his pack.
How many of the good berries does he eat to heal up?
3.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
So
They heal 1 each?
He heals
Yeah.
for
He can
20.
heal
He heals for 22.
22? Oh, that's a full heal. I guess he only eats 1.
There you go.
Okay. So he's adept at bargaining, and he's holding out. He says, I'm sure you can do better than that. You're a well-equipped, powerful-looking group. Help a poor elf out. I just lost my family. My daughters. My precious little daughters. They all died. Can't you help a fella out more?
Leveraging your dead family does
You're
not
asking
make us
it-
want
you're
to
ask-
help you.
And you're asking a 2 half-elf for some help, huh? And I just cured you.
Yep. Healing is one of the things he did want. Healing,
And
food.
And I just fed you. I'm not going on a mission for you.
Who's an elf? You're an elf, right?
I'm an half elf.
Okay, you're not a
And
full
she-
elf. All right,
And she has a half elf as well, and we don't really like the elves.
that's true. There's one other thing he wanted, but you can't provide it. He
What's
wants
the other thing?
he wants a piece of equipment. What kind of equipment can you provide? Hey, Joe. Joe, are you awake, Joe? Caspar had
Adam?
equipment. Joe has Caspar's equipment. It'd be helpful if he was still awake, but he's not. Let's just say that Jodab gives some of Caspar's mundane, less valuable equipment to Jala. He had things like a backpack and a bedroll. Simple, low-value items. Nothing that you don't already have plenty of. And you can easily part with it. And so, since he's not here, I'll speak for him. He gives up some of those items. And Jala is now quite pleased. Having food, having healing, having enough equipment to make the journey, Jala will agree to give you a bone tube that is a scroll case that you can open up. And it contains, let's see, a rolled up paper. Okay.
Please don't tell me it's writing.
It's writing.
No, we can read it.
Oh, you can't read? I'll read it for you. It says, I, Hamanu, king of the world, king of the mountains and the plains, king of Uruk, for whom all the howling winds and the burning sun have decreed a destiny of heroism, and for whom the spirits of earth and water have made bountiful the city of Athos. Placing it in my trust forevermore, do declare this Templar Cash-Tor to be my lawful servant. And in so much as I wish to extend my rule beyond my current domain, that land between the ringing mountains and the vast sea of silt, out into a hitherto unexplored region known as the hinterlands, I do bestow upon this, my representative, the right and duty to claim such new land as will benefit my kingdom. Give to him every assistance and consideration. I bestow upon him the right to make such alliances with the creatures of the region known as the hinterlands as he should see fit. Greetings to you all, insomuch as it has come to my attention that great treasures stand to be gained in these my new lands. I do order you, my minions, to return to me intact and in fine working order. Any devices, magics, or artifacts you should find while embarking upon your explorations. This then is my most solemn command. May the dragon devour you, and may the wrath of the mighty Hamanu fall heavily upon you, should you fail. That's a lot of writing. In short, he sent Urukite troops, Templars, to the mountain in order to claim the Cyanatrix for Hamanu.
Okay. Should we do something about this, or?
I mean, maybe just be on guard in general.
Yeah, we'll beat them up if we need to.
We saw a dead Templar of Hamanu in the area.
So they're taking damage.
Yeah. Particularly from the Throat Queen beat them up.
Jella is determined to leave the hinterlands, and the haunting memories of his family all behind him.
How do you plan to leave?
He's gonna sneak away.
Didn't you say he, like, ate his leg?
He was injured, but he got healed by Krios.
Okay.
He lost one of his animals. He's got 4 left. So with his tiny herd of Erdlu, he's gonna skulk back to safer lands. Okay, Jella leaves. You actually have a chance to make him a follower if you wanted to, but nobody asked him, so he leaves.
We have 2 half-elves. They don't like him.
Correct. All right. That's a good stopping point. I don't think I prepared this next section yet.
Okay.
I like those quick encounters.
Yeah, well, you were traveling for several days, and like every hour I would roll a check to see if there was an encounter with something. And so sometimes there can be like a lot of encounters. There was one day where I rolled 3 20s. It was impressive. It was a really good roll. Okay, is anything on the table here on this board that we want to get off? Because we're not coming back to Pakk's Lair for a while. If ever.
The treasure card. Maybe the 3 dudes that we're supposed to go and talk to at the mountain.
Correct. Yeah, I do want those guys. I'm gonna put them.
And
back
then I moved
here.
all of our characters off the board.
All right.
What about the elemental? Did I forget about that?
Nope. I want to get my little measuring tool. Get that off there.
Do you want to save Tinkmaster Deepak?
I do, but I already have his figurines. This is an extra. I'll just put it back here.
Yeah, everybody's on Joe's table right now.
Okay.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Alright.
All right. Table packed.
I'll remove some of that the lagging.
One world ended.
Oh, take a look at this character. Let me
Erase
know what
all
you think.
drawn lines. Erase text. What do we got here? This is a new one.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. This is another one of your fire minions.
Well, I was thinking my fire minions because okay. I don't like everybody has like their follower and all that. I don't really want to add more to the rolls, like to the turns.
Yeah, it does add up. Time
But
consuming.
yeah, so what I'm thinking is that they're gonna be doing off stuff. Like while we're gone, mines are gonna be like tier guards that discovered that they have fire powers.
Very
and,
cool.
And there'll be like the clerics that protects the Templar that protects the fire temple, the shrine.
Awesome. I like it.
So
All
I have I have a couple other models, and I'll give them like I don't know what level could they be.
It depends on your charisma. There's a bunch of rules that were in 3rd edition. If you look up SRD space followers,
Yeah.
or
I'm
SRD
gonna
space leadership, that's another good one.
I'm about to fall asleep.
Oh yeah, we're done, Joe. We're done. You can go to bed. Thanks for playing. Oh, hey Joe.
That's fun.
Hey Joe. In order to befriend an elf, he needed to be bribed with equipment. So give him some of Caspar's equipment that you don't actually need, like mundane bullshit, like backpack, bedroll.
Yeah.
Just erase those off your sheet, because he had to be bribed in order to give the party some information about the Urukites that are in the area.
That's fine. I'll take some of it off.
Cool, cool. All right, thanks for watching out there in Twitch land. I'm going to end the stream as well. It's been fun.